devil, his army of clones, at his jaw did they revel. They came after us, crossed the borderline, took all our offers to send down their mines, while the feathered beast read out Dear Bob. So cried the trekker, this madness must stop. Toss a coin to your trekker, oh planet of plenty, oh planet of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your trekker, oh planet of plenty. The vile Carogans fled and hid what they had stole. The orphan was shackled and kept in the cold. But he did not relent. The Turd King was hell-bent. He slayed the Carogans, then to Bird's house he went. And with a mighty blow he struck that button red. The mighty bird folded in two by his bed. That's my epic tale, our champion prevailed. So let's drink a toast with some Romulan ale. Toss a coin to your trekker, oh planet of plenty, oh planet of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your trekker, oh planet of plenty, oh planet of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your trekker, oh planet of plenty, oh planet of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your trekker, the great turd of Stanley.
Hey guys, Michael J. Crawford here. As you can see, we got Just Cause 3 up, and so real quick in the chat, Thomas was here first, but that should be no surprise since this stream was actually his idea. Cinnabon is here. Darth Maul says hi. Mrs. Anti-Trekker just stopped by to say hi. Cinnabon says he cheats death. Well, the Carogan dictator will only escape us for so long. Piano Dean says, how's that for timing? And the reason for that is Piano Dean was just hitting me up on Twitter. We were talking about the upcoming theme songs. And Darth Maul says, always first, I meant. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. He has a tank. Actually, I don't have a tank at the moment, and I'm actually going to be starting a fresh new game here because I think that, I don't know, just seems like the fun thing to do. Didn't mean... So I don't even know how to get to the downloadable content or anything. I've only played this a little bit, but Thomas Potts has been playing it as well and showing off how he beat me in a couple of the stats. So I was going to continue on because, from where we're at, this is deep in Turdistani or in Carogan territory. But I've also got, I've got massive weapons here with. And it just seems unfair. And by the way, best pistols in the game. If you ever decide to play Just Cause 3, which you can get on Steam for next to nothing because it's an older game. Just Cause 4 is the current one, which we'll be playing that in the future if this Series O streams has any kind of traction to it. But these machine pistols are freaking awesome. Thomas, I don't know if you've played with these machine pistols. I think they're called the Wraiths. But they are freaking awesome. Josh Street says, down with Anti-Trekker, all hail Mrs. Anti-Trekker. Well, I'm not going to argue. Mrs. Anti-Trekker's definitely got me beat. But let's see. What was that? Oh, okay. So Thomas in this game is almost completed the map. So very good, Thomas. He was just sending me a picture of his map. So this was on sale on the PS Store last night. Was it really? Okay. But yeah, I do. I love this game. It's basically Grand Theft Auto, but you're a good guy. So we'll start fresh. and start a new game. This is going to reset everything I have in this game, but that's okay because it's all for you guys. So we'll start over. And that means I will not have all the cool weapons and power-ups that I've managed to collect. Thank you, Thomas. So, yeah. Dual-wielding Uzis, basically. Yeah, pretty much, Bradley. That's kind of what it is. And it's, like I said, cool weapons. I need to figure out, and I don't think he's here, but when next time I talk to Bird of Prey, I need to figure out how he gets the chat on the screen like that. I know it's like a widget that he uses, but I don't know from where. Let's see. Hold on. I got just a message from Nerdrotic. Actually, we've been talking a little bit today. And let's see. Did you raid a Cobra base? No, not yet. And this is not Cobra. This is Caroga. Very similar. Notice Cobra, Caroga. Is that a coincidence? So you notice dictator removal specialist. That is my job. And so absolutely going after dictators is what I do for a living. All right, we don't really care about the little opening cutscene. So there's a picture of Bird of Prey. That's the guy we're after.
You believe this guy, Rico?
And we got another cutscene to skip. All right. So the real Carogan. No, I watched that video. That is one of the most fake news videos in history because that is the censored version of the Carogan National Anthem, not the real version. Wow, I can't hit that statue? Come on. Oh yeah, I got it. All right. Let's see. It says Bird of Prey 5 always first. Bird of Prey 5 true leader of Turkestan. Antarctic is a false ruler. I'm not under threat by ninjas, so I'm a mutant court. Yeah, I would have to say that you probably are definitely under, under gunpoint. We'll try to liberate you as we are entering into Carogan airspace. Strange thing, even though I took his capital out, cutscene still shows Bird of Prey at his palace. That's funny. Yeah, we're not sure why that is, but except that it's an older game, so I guess the AI in the game isn't smart enough to figure that out. There we go. Take out that SAM site. Josh says, Antarctic Carogan Dictator Bird of Prey 5 joined forces with Cobra. Well, that I would not be surprised if that were true. You know, from the looks of this, I think that there may be some truth to that. All right, so here we go. Don't worry, that was not like a fail. That's actually how it's supposed to go.
You better not be dead!
All right, so we're parachuting in to meet up with our contact on the ground. But yeah, Sci-Fi Nation. So that censored version of the Carogan National Anthem is indeed on the Bird of Prey 5X channel. Obviously, Aberjam was beaten and tortured and forced to make a version of the national anthem that Bird approves of. Which, hey, I would never do that. Funny how Enter streams on his Rational Roundtable right after 4:20. Is it that time? I didn't know it was, if it was 4. I didn't know what time it was.
See, it's me.
And in fact, here, I don't think it's anywhere near that time. And like thinking, there's no way it's 4:20. It is, yes, you're about an hour off for me. And by the way, if Bird, I haven't seen, I don't know if Bird's planning on streaming. If he does, then I will stop because obviously I'm not trying to step on his toes, and I haven't heard from him, so I don't know what his plans are today. So if one of you guys notices Bird streaming, please let me know, because like I said, I don't want to step on his toes. That's not the intent here.
The militia are here! Take him out! Yeah! I bet you militia were not expecting Rico fucking Rodriguez!
Here we go. Bird says, yes, I'm planning on streaming as I usually do in 10 minutes or so. So 10 Bird of Prey 5 minutes, like, so an hour, or 10 minutes. Because when you say 10 minutes, that usually means an hour.
Nice work, Mario. You
You should keep playing if you want to. Well, but here's the thing, Bird. I don't want, you know, I want your stream to, you know, get everybody. And, you know. So you walk away from explosions without looking back. That's why you know you're a hero.
And you were like,
Where it says before 5 p.m. Yeah, before 5 p.m. can mean anything. And Sci-Fi is worshipping at the altar of Bird of Prey. By the way, Bird, when are you going to release Aberjam? Huh? You've been torturing him for how long now to get that sanitized, censored version of the national anthem published, which is, you know, completely full of lies, as you can see. I mean, all you've managed to do is you go into our cities and, yeah, you might cause a little havoc by shooting the place up, but you've never done any significant damage. I've taken out whole cities for you. And don't tell me Aberjam's... I know you've been torturing him, buddy. Don't lie to me.
you know how it is. One thing leads to another, and then bang.
The propaganda guy is sounding sadder and sadder. Oh, yeah, when you liberate more stuff. That was not the best handbrake turn.
A checkpoint. Don't stop, Rico. Nice one, Rico. It's just these militia have taken over all the towns, converting the police stations into forts.
Red will go live in approximately 27 minutes. Yeah.
To start
Whoops,
fighting.
that was a
You
mistake.
see, Rico, Medici has changed a lot.
Man, this truck sucks. I've taken out whole cities. Answer trying to be the good guy. Well, no, taken them out of your control is what I should say. Liberated whole cities from your tyrannical grasp, my friend. You know what I mean. You know, you just run around killing civilians. Heck, your people kill nuns in this game. So don't try to tell me how great you are, buddy.
There they are. I wish we could use that tank, but it's not going anywhere.
I bet the cannons do worse.
You're a genius, Rico. I could kiss you.
So yeah, Bird is his forces, as you can see, are quite inept. Yeah, it's a hostile. Not anymore.
They found Dima. She's pinned down at the farm.
Thomas says, it's a tank, indeed.
Storm impending. The farm is compromised. Expect
Unfortunately, it was a disabled tank, so we can't drive it.
Rico, can you go? You have to protect her.
Thomas says, "Sorry, Bird of Prey, but all your oil rigs have been taken." Excellent news, Thomas. So Thomas is also working on liberating Caroga, even as I am. All right, get in the helicopter. Oh, it's right there. And check this out. Unlike Bird of Prey, I can fly a helicopter without crashing. Uh-oh, propaganda time.
Good morning, citizens of Medici. I'm, apparently, the new voice of the General's News Network. Your only legal source of current events. Another successful Di Ravello week is in the books. Some minor reports of anti-government action, but we have troops en route to utterly destroy the last pocket of resistance as we speak. Viva Medici!
And you're on the tight channel, says Peter, and just about to log off for the day. Not sure what you mean by the tight channel. Enter flying a helicopter in girly colors? Who cares what color the helicopter is? It's a freaking helicopter. Oop, wrong guy. All right. Oh, the right channel, he said. Okay. I wasn't sure what you meant. Oh, hello, Mr. Helicopter. Anti-air is firing my bird of prey. You can't hit a thing. What are you talking? Can't hit? I just destroyed an entire attack force.
It's a body fit.
All right, now there's. Skip that.
Your grappler's still outdated. Come see me for upgrade.
Fine, let me reload my. Let's see. Nah, I like having a machine gun over a shotgun. Shotguns are. I tend to, and I don't know how others who have played this game how feel about it, but I don't particularly care for the shotgun. All right, another cutscene. Is that the best you can do with a minigun? Well.
Rico, launch the grapple. While reeling in, open your parachute.
Oh.
No, must be faster. While reeling in, good. Now, try again. Must rule out, good. Now come meet me at Guardia Alpha.
I do like parasailing like this. It's cool. Jeff Franklin's in the house. How you doing, my friend?
Like flying.
Up here, I've been living. Let's see. Thomas says there are poor people being forced to dig up north. It's a war crime. Yeah, well, it's the orphans that you found the orphan mine. And Peter says I've been liberating San Andreas today on GTA. You know what? No, San Andreas is not under the brutal oppression of a dictator. San Andreas is a free city, and all you're doing is causing problems. So yes. R.I.P. Neil Perret. I'm not sure who Neil Perret is. So who is that, Mercer?
What did you do?
And Jeff says I'm okay. Awesome.
This is a march of technology. Your grappler has been
Oh yeah,
updated.
another cutscene to skip. How is the anti-tank? I'm hanging in there. Oh, the Rush drummer. Okay, yes, thank you. You know, it's funny because Rush was the very first concert I ever saw. All right, so hold mouse to initiate tether, and then release the tether on there, and then yeah, boom.
That did it. I'm going in.
Really, you're gonna try to shoot at me? You know what? Whatever. This will be easy. Oops. Nice clickbait thumbnail and title here making people think you were Bird. Carogan liberate. What are you talking about? We're trying to liberate Caroga. That's the whole point of this stream. Get those out of the way. 1977 was just a gimmicky film like video. I haven't, I don't know. I've heard nothing but good things about 1917. You really didn't like it, huh? It's different content than you. Yeah, we're just liberating Caroga right now. That's all we're doing. We're just looking to, like, see, we just liberated the first of the settlements in this area. How's the video of the first battle with the Dominion coming? I just finished the video, actually, Jeff. It is in the can, as they say. For the Patreon supporters and AntiTracker.com subscribers, it is actually available already. And then it'll go public next week. The reason it's waiting until next week is because hopefully, if all goes according to plan, tomorrow we will have the next Borg video that that Mr. Miles has been very, very busy editing. And let me tell you, it looks freaking awesome so far. He's just got a few finishing touches to put on the video, and then yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's just like the game, the camera, this game, the camera follows him from behind the whole movie. Now, I've heard it was like the entire movie was done as a singular shot. Which, if so, I think is kind of cool. Let's see, what was that? That was... Oh, Bird of Prey is live, huh? Okay, Bird. Thomas says, I noticed a small error in your battle video. Uh-oh. What did I screw up, my friend? Now you're going to make me feel bad. Thanks a lot. Let's see. Vile Mike says, howdy folks, can't stay. I'm working about to drive. Yes, Mr. Miles has been very hard on working, and it does look effing awesome. Oh yeah, did he show you what he's got so far? It does look incredible.
This is shoddy work.
And yeah, what we're going to be doing is, let's see. I have to comment on Vimeo. Oh, okay. Oh, on that video. Okay.
There is an attack
I will
enemy.
check it
Our
out.
forces are up.
What we're going to be doing on the Mr. Miles videos is, so now with this third part in the Borg series that Mr. Miles is finishing up, then that will basically cover a general setup for what the Borg are, who the Borg are, and how powerful the Borg are. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do like about three or four videos on their the Dominion. And so with the Dominion, we go to how
I hope this works.
you know, what their command structure is. You know, the whole thing with the Vorta and the Jem'Hadar and the Founders, and then we get to the actual lineup and battle of the two of them. Are you going to do your normal stream tonight? I'm planning on it, yes. So this was just messing around because you asked me to. He gave me a sneak peek to show the changes in time on one small part. He's more of an anal retentive perfectionist than I am. Oh yeah, I will tell you, the Mr. Miles is one of those people. He would probably spend 6 weeks putting together each video if yeah.
Hey, Dima, this wingsuit isn't bad.
Never good master landing. So how do you get access to the video if you are on? And I'm trying to remember, Mercer. Did you do the one-time thing and then, or was that someone else? I'm trying to remember. That's what makes it tricky, because if you're a monthly subscriber to AntiTracker.com or Patreon, then on Patreon it shows up as a post on Patreon.com. You can go to the posts on Patreon under my on my channel, and then you, let's see, was it caps lock to select explode, and then follow the link. And if you support on AntiTracker.com, you go to AntiTracker.com to the subscriber only section, and you'll see the link in there under early access videos. Just scroll down to the last entry, and that's what I just put on. So and then what you can do is, if you follow that thread, the early access videos thread on AntiTracker.com, then that allows then we'll send you a notification every time there's a new update. I explained that in one of my videos. I spent over 2 hours editing stuff for a joke on screen for less than a second. He's worse, but he makes them very good. Oh yeah. And I think what Mr. Miles, the thing that the thing that's really good and why he and I are a good fit to work together is Mr. Miles has no interest whatsoever in doing what I do. He doesn't want to talk and get on camera and all that. So, but he loves editing. He absolutely loves doing it. And so so basically, he's going to get the lion's share of the ad revenue from every video that he edits. So he will get the majority of the ad revenue from all of his videos. Now, that does mean that if his videos continue to do as well as, say, the Board Queen video did, then he'll end up making more money than me off of this channel.
Ready for the convoy.
But considering how much work he puts into it, I don't have a problem with that. So because but the thing is that he does take a lot of time to do the videos, so that means that if I put out 2 or 3 videos in the time he does one, well then I might actually make as much as him. I used to not know which direction the sun rose from, but it dawned on me. I used to hate shaving, but it grew on me. Wow, you're just full of dad jokes today. Hack the SAM sites. Okay, so yeah, this is like this mission is your basic intro to. It's funny because now that I've been playing the game for a bit, it's like, why am I having to do this? But yeah, it's important. And by the way, Mercer, those are some horrible jokes. Just so you know. Nobody around here? Oh, hi. How you doing?
Now, access to Sam's command panel.
Is your stream tonight going to be a game night? If so, what time? I'll try to join. Assuming... Oh, shoot. I'm like out. I'm going to completely blow this mission because I've been talking so much that I forgot that it's a timed mission. And I only got 30 seconds to try and get to that other...
Rico, helicopters are here. No time for Sam to come online.
Come on. All right, did it with 10 seconds to spare.
I've made myself
Oh, there it is. Anyway, so assuming that all goes according to plan, yes, I'll do my stream at normal time tonight, and it will be at about, it'll start between 6 and 7 p.m. Central.
Okay, bye-bye.
What's nice with hacking SAM sites, you get points for shooting down stuff even though you're... Yeah, I do like the SAM hack in the game. I think that's a cool mechanic. Whenever I'm going after a big base or something, I try to hack the SAMs as early as possible to keep the helicopters off my behind. Let's see. So yeah, Vile. So tonight should start between 6 and 7. If there's any change of plan, because there's a possibility, I don't know whether it'll actually materialize, but there's a possibility I could be on Nerdrotic tonight. If that happens, I'll post it on my Twitter of the change of plans. Mr. Cap says, you're on the same time as Bird. Yeah, Bird was just here a few minutes ago. He said he was about to start streaming. So I'm going to wrap it up as soon as I finish this tutorial. And, yeah, because, Thomas, I love you, man, but I'm sure you would just as soon listen to Bird because you love Bird, too. Okay, heading out. Give you a thumbs up. Have a good insert relative time period here. All right, Vile, you have a good one, my friend. And let's see. I better pray on my phone. Really? Oh, I don't even know what he's doing today. Otherwise, I would have him on right now too if it wasn't for you. In fact, well, here's what we could do. All right, let's pause the game, And we'll bear with me. Open up new tab on YouTube, and we'll go to where's Bird? Oh, come on, he's not showing up there. Okay, Bird O Prey 5, and there we go.
Lightwoods Matthews says rock solid. Oh no, that sucks for many reasons.
All right, so
Yes, sick babies are.
So now you guys can get the best of
DJ
everything.
Odyssey says hail all, hail Mama Pray, hail Bert. Thank you, DJ. Kapla. And DJ, I saw you today on Let's Make a Deal. You were behind a giraffe woman, but I think you need to try to get on Let's Make a Deal with Wayne Brady as the Pink Bunny. I think you could make a good deal. Big money deal. Peter Quinn says Finar Gnar. I don't know. Rock Solid says, remember, smash that like button, share via socials, join the Patreon or Subscribe Star. Donate if you can. Make sure you are subscribed. Turn mic and cam on before streaming. Down with oppressors in Turdistan. Indeed. And Sci-Fi Nation donated $1. All hail Caroga. Indeed. Thank you, Sci-Fi Nation. And you got eyebrow-raising Dax.
Caroga's going down.
Eyebrow-raising Dax.
Don't listen to Bird's fake news.
Sci-Fi Nation says, all hail Caroga and hero. All hail Caroga and its hero and dear leader, God Emperor Bird Prey 5. That's me. Oh, thank you.
Really? That's you? Really?
DJ says, this is Soviet propaganda. It's not Soviet. The Soviets are gone. They only exist in Alexander's head. Rock Solid says, like with Matthew, no, it blows. Chunks. Lots of chunks. And they smell like... Oh, don't even. Come on.
So
Chris Purser says, all hail mighty Mamo Prey, Sassy O'Prey, and Bird 2.
No,
that's fine, Chris. Thank you.
People, you need to stop hailing Bird of Prey.
Rock solid, so ew, no stream tonight. Lol. Josh Street says Caroga will fall in a few days. Caroga will never fall.
Caroga's falling even as you speak. You do not see my screen, buddy?
Oh, well, tomorrow we will be waiting, Rock Solid.
We just liberated another area.
Thomas Potts is fake news. Yeah, Thomas is trying to spread his propaganda that my voice broke his speakers. My voice
propaganda?
Speakers,
what's propaganda?
Uncle Remus is game night. You know, I think we are going to do at least one game towards the end of the stream. We will probably end the stream with a use your words. I know Anti-Tracker does a game night the entire night almost. So, we're not going to do games the entire time. I want to talk a bit. I want to talk about the Carogan Anthem. I want to talk about Star Trek.
The Carogan Anthem that was censored.
There's a censored. There's a bops left. There's a couple of news articles. And then, when that's all done, we'll do a use your words. If all's going well when we end the stream. Assuming everything is...
Oops, sorry guys, that was an accident.
Really, I'm feeling alright. There's still electricity. Lightwood Matthews is rock solid. Okay, let me know if it pans out. I can be a bit more flexible on time with Sundays. And Not Ryan Johnson with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Not Ryan Johnson. Caroga will reign over Turdistan. And
Carogan's
then
going down.
will reign
I'm killing Carogan
Turdistan.
people.
Yes.
Or Carogan people.
Yes,
Carogan soldiers, even as we speak.
R-A-I-N.
Listen to these lies.
Khan! Thank you. Thank you for that super chat. Not Ryan Johnson. And, yeah.
See, Bird is so ignorant, he does not even understand that just outside his door, look at the mayhem going on.
Headed towards Turdistan. Not Ryan Johnson says hello in Kapla. Hello in Kapla. Not
Somebody
Ryan
needs to tell Bird of Prey right now that his compound is under attack.
It's decibels, Bird. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Josh Street says, Bird of Prey, you owe Thomas $100 for new speakers and $75 to everyone for the future, for the torture for making us listen to the Carogan National Anthem. Torture? That is, you should be paying me to listen to the Carogan National Anthem. And then I would give a cent to Aberjam for actually recording it. No, I mean, in Caroga we have a fair and equitable split between content creators and the government.
Sure you
the
do.
split is we take everything we want and we give the creators whatever we feel it's worth. DJ Odyssey says hashtag Dear Bop. Rock Solid is saying Dear Bop, Dear Bop, Dear Bop. 2B323 says the leader of Caroga has no time for Dear Bops. No, we're gonna do Dear Bops. It's Friday. It's the day we normally do Dear Bops, so we will do Dear Bops. There's not. I'm sure people are frantically putting in their Dear Bops now, but before I started, there was only a handful.
There's an oppressed base
since
we
I
need
did
to
a
help.
bunch yesterday.
Well, we're going to liberate.
Trek95 says you want Dear Bop to Rock Solid, and Rock Solid says what's a Dear Bop. Mr. Captain 93 loves the shirt. Thank you, Mr. Captain. It is one of my few Star Trek shirts.
Yeah, one of his few Star Trek shirts. Why? Because he doesn't love Star Trek.
Mr. Spock action going on here. Don't have the pointed ears, but
the game needs a tank kill record. It does, Thomas. It does.
It will do.
But more than that, it needs Bird of Prey to realize that he's under
Trek
attack.
95 says Rock Solid. I don't know. Uncle Remus says more Picard news. News is that the new Picard show is confirmed in the Prime universe. Well, Uncle Remus, was already confirmed in the Prime universe for a long time, but that's not the latest news. What happened is, early this morning they released yet another trailer. So yeah, another trailer came out early this morning, and then on Twitter they released another. I wouldn't even call it a trailer. It's like a 10-second animation, but it's still pictures. But it has the new captain on it, the guy with the beard, and it opens up a whole nother can of worms. We'll get to it in a few minutes, but I actually have some Picard spoilers, so I will be very, very careful not to mention them until I get to a point where then I will just tell people I'll mention them if you want to, mute it for like a minute or two. I'll go over the couple of spoilers that are out because in the premiere yesterday, the people who were at the premiere in the United Kingdom yesterday, they premiered the first 3 episodes. So there's like several hundred people have seen the first 3 episodes. So there already some info out there on the first 3 episodes. So I will go over
Isn't he making National
quick
Treasure 3?
summary
It's already 89%
what
well, is that
they had to say
89%
about
on
the first
Rotten
3
Tomatoes like an
episodes. It will literally
89%
take
want to see it? Because that's not the same
minute,
as
2
a
tops.
89% rating.
And then, we can talk about it a little bit.
That's what you like
but
before a
it's
movie
nothing-
comes out.
it's
They'll put a
nothing
rating up for
earth-shattering.
people interested in seeing.
It's really more things that didn't happen rather than things that did. They're not spoiling anything that happens because, spoiler alert, nothing really happens. Nothing really happens. Although we do finally get to know what's so special about the special girl. I mean, we knew she was special. Now we know why she's special. And we also know things that I assume we should have known once the 3rd Picard comic came out, which it was supposed to do this week, but it ended up getting delayed. So now the 3rd issue of the Picard Countdown comic, which was supposed to be a comic you read before you saw Star Trek Picard, they had to delay the comic until the week after the show's premiering. Because I believe, now nobody can confirm this, but I believe they made last-minute changes to the show, which required last-minute changes to the comic, and the comic they could already prepped to run via the old version, and somebody said, "Oh shit, now we've got to edit the comic."
So we go to
and
Rotten
they realized
Tomatoes.
we can't get the comic out before the show starts,
And
they're not going to delay the show for the comic. So they said, "Well, F it, we'll just put the comic out after the show," which is a big middle finger to everybody who's been buying the comic. But as Nerdrotic looked up the numbers, there was less than 6,000 issues of the first comic sold. Less than 6,000 issues of
I don't even
copies
see it.
of issue 1 were listed
I
as
don't know why
being
I got
sold.
caps lock.
And I was one of those people. And according to Nerdrotic, some of those
Now, what are you
probably
talking
didn't
about?
actually get sold and will be sent.
I don't
know if
see
they get sent
National
back
Treasure 3
or they
anywhere in
they
here.
just get in the bargain bin. But there was less
you're
than
messing. You see,
6,000
something jerk.
actual people who purchased this comic. I was one. So I assume there's probably less for issue 2. He didn't even have the numbers for issue 2. He couldn't find them. And
Does Bert even know he's under attack right
I mean,
now?
if
He's
it's
just sitting there in
anything
his
like a TV
compound,
show,
broadcasting
the premiere
his
episode
propaganda, and he has
is
no
the biggest
idea that
ratings,
he's
and
actually
then the
under
ratings
attack.
start to drop more often than not. So if comics or anything like that, there could have been half as many people for the second comic, which means there might be 2,000 people
Yeah,
upset
I'm not.
that their
Yeah,
comic
the
isn't
Disney
coming
rig
out.
thing. And the thing is, though, and
time.
like I was saying in
And
the
I'm
stream
one of those
yesterday, is
people.
it's really irrelevant. If you want to argue
I'm
about
only
Disney
doing it
rigging Rotten
because I
Tomatoes
want
for
to
the
review it
Rise
for
of
everybody
Skywalker,
else.
there's nothing
Because
about
I
those
know,
numbers that's inconsistent
lots
with
of people
every
who watch
other
Star Trek
website.
Picard are not going to have time or want to put in the effort of reading a comic. So I wanted to read the comics so I could explain to you guys the biggest stuff you needed to know before watching Picard. And unfortunately, they're screwing us out of that. So maybe some of this news that we're going to read today will make up for the fact that the comic isn't done. Tubian says rock solid. Dear Bob stands for Dear Bird of Prey, where he reads the email. Rock solid knows what Dear Bob means. Piano Dean, Kapla Piano Dean says, hey Bird, gonna dedicate a song to you tonight at work. What's your favorite Elton John song? Piano Dean, I don't have a favorite Elton John song. But I would guess Mama Praise is Candle in the Wind. Yeah, probably Candle in the Wind. But thank you.
I don't even know if
Dean.
anybody's
I do
watching the stream
appreciate
besides
it.
you, Thomas.
Elton John, really not my style, but I don't hate Candle in the Wind. It's just I wouldn't call myself an Elton John fan. Rock Solid says Bird of Prey, I'm glad you enjoy TOS. I don't. If you want to enjoy it. It's just not my taste. I don't enjoy it. And I understand that, Rock Solid, and I support your choice to have that opinion, but it just boggles my mind. It's like saying somebody doesn't like Super Mario Brothers. Like, Rock Solid, can you imagine somebody tells you, I don't like Pac-Man, or I don't like Super Mario Brothers, or I don't like Sonic? I mean, that would just... If you say, well, I don't like Super Mario Brothers because I was a Sega fan, I like Sonic, okay. Or I don't like Sonic because I was a Nintendo fan, I like Super Mario Bros., okay. Or I don't like Pac-Man because, I don't know, my parents got killed by a big yellow blob that was chasing them down a street. Maybe. But I would have a hard
Since there's 7 people watching, okay.
if somebody told me that they were a gamer and they didn't like Pac-Man, Sonic, or Super Mario.
You know, the funny thing is that by
the
having
hell
Bird of Prey
are you talking about
broadcasting
then? You're a
while
gamer.
I'm
What do you
destroying
like?
a compound that
Or
belongs
like
to Bird
Halo
of Prey,
3.
it kind of adds a whole other level to the game.
Ow, that hurt.
Like, this might be. This
I was
might have to
hoping
be a
that was
thing.
going to make a smacking sound. Instead, I hurt my own hand.
Valor, do you see? Look, you can see live what I'm doing
But
at his
no,
compound.
Roxolid,
You see any nuns and orphans
I'll stop
here?
making fun of you. I'll try. Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movie says, Kapla, Mr. Lundell. Thomas Potts says, so I had 50 chopper kills. Anti-Tracker beat me to 165 this morning, and now Thomas has 279. You know, it makes me think the game's too easy. The game is too easy if you can get 279 chopper kills. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, yeah, that makes baby hasn't been sick since birth, so a touch of the stomach flu isn't unexpected. She started throwing up right around 8 p.m. I'm sorry to hear that. Thomas Potts says, Bird couldn't find the German national anthem from 1935 to National 45, so he went with his Czech second choice. To be clear, Aberjam picked it. I told him it had to be public domain, and that's what he could get. Vile Meg says, howdy folks, just gonna listen, about to drive. Hi Vile, welcome. Jeff Franklin says, hello Bird Break Up. Jeff Franklin, good to see you here.
Somebody needs to tell Bird what's going on outside.
I hope you're doing okay. Welcome. Rock Solid says, Vile Mike, are you trying to get me to buy a copy of Super Mario All-Stars from you? Miss Lindell's question, is the Batleth Caroga's official weapon? It could be. It could be. Caroga, yeah, we'll call the Batleth Carogan official. It's one of many official Carogan weapons. Caroga really prefers guns, but the Batleth
they're just not very good
is
at
certainly
using
our
them, as
best
you can see.
bladed weapon. Sci-Fi Nation says, this is glorious Caroga. Roxanne says, Bird of Prey, do you have a weak stomach? Baby vomit, get your little queasy, like the curdled milk from Alien Nation. Not me, but Mama Prey. And we'll know soon enough, since Sisso Prey is pregnant. As we all know, DJ may or may not be the father. And in fact, she had, I don't know where
So
it
you
is. She
listen
probably
to
has it
Bird.
on
He's
her.
sitting there
The
in his
latest
compound thinking he's safe.
sonogram image. The baby is giving a big hello, a big wave to everybody. So that was cool to see the other day. So soon enough, I think we will have that smell of baby
Wow.
puke. It will be something. I haven't smelt it in a long time. Jeff Franklin says, first time on your live stream. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I've seen you here before, but I've seen you at Anti-Tricker quite a bit. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, greetings birds, turds, and alpacas. Greetings, Wesley. Tubian says, hail Bird, hail Mama Prey, hail all Kapla, Tubian.
So Bird really has
DJ
no
says,
idea
so
that
I
he's
got
under
kicked
attack.
out of Red Lobster last night before I went to a
I see.
con. Kicked out of Red Lobster? What did you do, DJ? Did you try to free the lobsters? Were you dressed
Valor
as the
says,
bunny?
We don't know
or
what's
the
in all those
T-Rex?
crates and buildings.
How
no,
does
Antiquator.
one get
I don't
kicked out
believe
of
you would
Red
ever melt
Lobster?
down
I
buildings
have
full
to
of
hear
nuns and
this.
orphans. I absolutely would
Wait,
not.
Mamo Prey has to know this.
We are trying to rescue the nuns and orphans.
We have to
The
know.
Bird is
Because the only thing I could imagine getting
ruthlessly
kicked out of Red Lobster
saving
for
as
is
meals.
if a
Bird
guy
actually
was waiting
does
for a
eat,
table, and I was like, this
humans.
is bullshit, and I start going to other
It's absolutely
customers' tables,
disgusting.
just pulling the cheddar.
That's why we're trying
biscuits
to take him down.
off the tables and just start eating them off of other people's tables. Like, you know, pulling lobster tails off other people's plates. And just, you know. And still, I'm not sure they would throw me out. They would tell you probably, sir, please sit down and wait your turn. I can't imagine actually getting tossed out. John Araki says, breaking news, wildfires ravage Kurdistan for third day. Constantinople declares state of emergency. Well, wildfires are no joke, and actually I have a news article on what could be making the wildfires even worse. And this was actually
Oh, there's a
shocking.
sniper rifle. Nice.
Shocking news to me. I'm not sure if you
So
guys
out
have
of
heard it or
ammunition on this
not.
anyway.
But apparently, in Australia, just recently with these recent wildfires, and I've been told that the rains have finally hit Australia. Now I'm sure not all of Australia is in the clear, but big sections of
I have not
Australia
heard
got
that,
hit with some
Stuart.
heavy rains.
As
in
far
the
as I
last
know, the
couple of
Obi-Wan
days,
series
so
is
it
still
has
a
helped
thing.
the situation. But for the first time, scientists have witnessed an animal other than human beings using fire. And apparently, birds of prey, Australian raptors, which are a bird of prey species, are using fire. They're picking up burning twigs and bringing them to places that the fire has not yet spread, dropping them into the brush, and then waiting for the small animals and lizards and whatnot to run away from the burning flames right into their grasp. So they are using the fires to hunt. They are literally spreading the fires across
So
Australia.
birds of prey
And
are
it's
what's
the
causing
first
Australia to
documented case
burn.
of
You
an
heard
animal
it.
besides
From
humans
bird of prey.
purposely using
Birds
fire
of prey
to
are the
hunt,
problem in Australia.
which is crazy. Crazy when you think about it. Crazy for what it means for fighting fires in the future in Australia, and I'm sure other places in the world. I'd imagine eagles and other species might be doing this in the United States. It might just never have been noticed before. But this is crazy stuff. It's in Cosmos magazine. Now, from what I could tell, this appeared to be a legit source of news.
So
I'm not going to read it all because, I mean, the headline basically tells you the whole story, that they were witness to be doing this, and they were doing it as both individuals and in packs. So it's not only individual birds, but flocks of birds were using fire to hunt. So pretty crazy. As long as I've already gone to the news, let's get them out of the way. So in Popular Mechanics,
Andrew Livestream says this is impossible. This
was my favorite
Carogan.
magazine
Yes.
before I got sick. I was still buying.
Well, you see, here's the thing. Bird
when
is
I'd go on
broadcasting
planes and stuff. So this guy
from his
pretty
palace.
sure his time
He does not
machine would work.
understand that he is actually under attack. He has
anyway.
no idea. He thinks he's perfectly safe.
He's a professor emeritus, a professor emeritus.
Gotta get used to
at
different
some
controls.
big name college, and I forget where. And he has had this theory that you could create a time machine using lasers, and he's been working on it, and he needs like $250 million for his prototype. But it's something that Elon Musk or other such people might help him with.
Did
Now,
Bird of Prey
the
get into
problem
Momo
with
Praise
this time
medicine?
machine
I
is
think
that
so.
even if
I'm
it
beginning to think so. He's
works as
completely
he thinks
insane.
It might. It would only let people go back in time until the time he created the time machine. Or, I don't think it would actually let people go back in time. We're probably looking at sending information back in time. I don't think we'd sending people back in time, but just maybe some type of radio wave. I don't know exactly what you could send back in time, but whatever it is, it would only be able to go back to the time he actually builds his first prototype, which he hasn't done yet. At least he hasn't admitted to doing it yet. So it's kind of interesting where you get an actual academic, and you have other academics that don't say this is total
Bird,
nonsense
we're
garbage.
coming for you, buddy.
It's actually listen, is it gonna work? Probably not, but there's something there that they can't rule it out. There's a possibility to actually do some type of time travel system
These Carogans.
using lasers that would be
getting
within
annoying.
our ability to possibly create in 2020, which is crazy to think about. I mean, most of us will ignore this. I kind of want to ignore it too because I can't imagine it working. But
Boy,
here
Carogan
are
tech
very
is
smart
really made
people
out of weak
here
stuff.
who, you know,
I
are
wonder how
saying
easy it
it's
is to
possible.
take out their satellite dishes
It's
with
at
a couple
least
of
possible.
bullets.
It's just something.
Let's see.
Something
What
to
else do we
think
need
about.
to do here?
And this is a
We got
story
two
again
circuit
on Popular
breakers,
Mechanics about a $1 billion
electrical unit,
solar
and 5
plant that was built
transformers. And it looks
outside
like it's all
Vegas.
that way.
Has already become obsolete and basically a complete and utter failure of technology, because by the time it was even finished being built in 2016,
Wait,
it
did
was
I
already
see...
out of date because
Did
of
I-
how fast solar
I
technology
thought I
was
caught
moving
out of the corner of my eye.
at the time, and now
Oh
it's just
yeah.
in the middle of
Oh
a big
yeah. Got
loss.
the good guns.
So
That's what I'm
well,
talking about.
you know, just unfortunate. Now the very next one is the spoilers for cars.
Love
I'm not
these guns.
going to click on that yet. I'm going to come back to the chat, and then the next thing I will warn people about the cars before we start racing. DJ says, I asked the waitress if they had crabs. She said yes. I told her she better shave off the short ass. Okay, DJ. Har. I don't think you were thrown out of Red Lobster. Sci-Fi Nation says only you could get kicked out of Red Lobster, DJ. I can't imagine they kicked you out for that. John Araki says, DJ, so you left a tip for them for doing the favor?
There we go.
You left a tip for them doing you the favor, and DJ says no tip. Oh, lol.
So we now
And Rock
unlock the
Solid is trying
helicopter.
to show me what
Appears in
decimals
your
are
double
instead
trouble.
of
So I don't even know
decibels,
how to use.
whatever.
And I don't know if you're
They
paying
sound
attention,
almost
Thomas,
exactly
but how
the
do
same,
you use that?
decimals.
Where to pray? Why are you
Sci-Fi
saying
Nation
heresy
says only
live
the
on
tip
air?
he
Saint Trigger, I'm a
promises.
part of the
Oh,
Inquisition. We don't like.
Carlos says Caroga, the hunt for Red October continues. Rock Solid says only the tip.
Bird will
That's what
ignore
Frank-
you.
No, it's not what Frank says to Freddy. Aberjam says McClunky, Aberjam. We played your glorious Carogan national anthem at the beginning of the stream. Everybody
A
loved it.
second settlement has been
Everybody
liberated
loved it.
while
We'll
Bird
probably
is
play it again a
broadcasting
little later
his,
when I have
his
to.
propaganda.
Jaloja. It's about 2.5 minutes, just under 2.5 minutes. So it'll make a good break song. And
You have to
well
do
done,
missions and you get a
Aberjam.
flare.
And
Okay.
as you know, because you've seen it on the Bird of Prey 5X channel, all credit goes to
All
Aberjam.
right. See, I never do the missions.
Mr.
I'll try
Miles
that
says,
now.
I feel, not Mr. Miles, excuse me, Mr. Captain. Big difference. I feel like there's
So?
more buzz for Picard than there was for Star Wars. There's a surprising amount of buzz for Picard. I will grant you that. I even was it today? It was this morning. This morning I saw an actual commercial on broadcast television for Picard for the first time. It felt real for the first time. I was watching CBS News this morning, and they
Okay,
did a
helicopter
advertisement for Picard, said streaming soon.
Oh, propaganda.
I remembered back, I'm like, you know what? When they first came out with Discovery, they put the first 2 episodes of Discovery on CBS. And I was like, I wondered if, and I guess they're not going to do that with Picard.
Destroy vehicles,
Which
chaos
is a
objects in
shame,
quick succession to
Because
pump
you
up
would
your
think if they
score.
were really
Okay.
interested in getting people, they would put at least the first episode of Picard on true, real CBS to try and get in an audience. But I would only imagine that that was a complete and total failure.
So I'm supposed to do that
So
in
they
here?
decided not to try it again. Because you have to think that if it was actually helpful to put Discovery on CBS and they've got a lot of new subscribers, that they would have done it again when Picard came out. I would take it as circumstantial evidence that putting STD on broadcast CBS was not helpful in bringing in new subscribers to CBS All Access, but that's just a theory. I can't prove it. Sci-Fi Nations is we were just talking about you, Aberjam. For some reason, Anti-Tracker didn't think you were a free man. Yeah, Aberjam is a free man, able to walk around Caroga.
Aberjam is being forced.
Aberjam says he can either confirm or deny whether he's in shackles. No, you can deny.
See,
it.
Aberjam is in
He's not
shackles.
in shackles. If he's in shackles, he's not in a Caroga. Tubians is vertebrae breaking. Special girl is special indeed. But now we know why she's special. And to be honest, it was not a reason I thought of. It was actually something and it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense. But
Do you think
I
Bird
will
likes
at
to hear
least give
himself
it
talk?
that
Probably he
it
must.
was no theory I had heard before.
Jeff says
DJ
he's
says,
stupid.
of course,
Jeff,
Bird
you're not
supports
stupid.
CBX,
Stop beating up on
sealed
yourself.
material.
Right? That's,
Lol, hey, I got to get another $50,000 from CBS.
you need to stop
They
that.
want me to
I'm
show
serious,
hard.
man. You are not
Wesley
stupid.
Crusher, this is Birdo Prey 5. I got CBS All Access for free on Amazon. I was watching the short tracks, well made but pointless in the end. Wesley, I would debate whether they were even well made. Well produced, perhaps. I mean, sure, the graphic
That's what well-made
quality,
means, Bird.
You know, they have well designed sets. even though they're not Star Trek sets, they have well-designed sets.
Oh, you forgot which channel you were on? I
I
can
don't know why
understand
they're
that.
using an
Alright, let's
anamorphic
see how I did.
widescreen.
I got three
An anamorphic
gears.
widescreen perspective, like they're shooting like it's a movie. It's not a movie. It's a TV show. Use the full 16 point by 9.
Grenades, gear
I
mod
kind of
unlocked.
pissed that even though I have a nice high def TV, that
Yeah, but I don't
like
want. I want
25% of my
helicopters. I don't
pixels
want grenades.
are going unused because
thought
you
I was on
decided
in the
to
anti-church.
shoot it in anamorphic widescreen instead of 16 by 9.
Seems Watchmen is
like
being-
any other
I'm not
HD
surprised
TV
Watchmen's been
show.
canceled because nobody
But,
likes it.
You know, what they do shoot looks good. It just doesn't look like Star
So
Trek.
should I retry that or
Thomas
should I?
is Bird of Prey. Where do you keep the tanks at Cava Gemminos Nord base? You see, Thomas, you are not in Caroga. I don't know what these names are. You've gone into some other nation, and you think you are. They think they are liberating Caroga, but they're not even in Caroga. They should have made a left turn at Albuquerque, but they didn't. I don't know where you are. You're in Mexico or something. You should have
Wow.
noticed it by the fact that nobody was speaking English. T-Berg says, used to have a show in Canada called Today's Special, where a mannequin came to life and had fun with the window dresser and the mouse and the security guard in a department
Yeah,
store.
Bird's being straight up racist.
That seems very random, T-Berg.
DJ
says, "What's wrong with
submissions will become
Crocodile
available
Rock?"
to you to liberate a region. Gotcha.
Who said anything was wrong with Crocodile Rock?
And no, I was not skipping your comment, but it's
Sci-Fi
hard to
Age
read
says
comments
CBS
while
is
I'm
free on
playing.
Prime. Well, it had to be a giveaway, a special. It's not that
Come on.
it's free for everybody. Piano Dean says, DJ, that's actually the name of the place I work. Oh, very cool. T-Bird says, I don't like green eggs and ham. Sci-fi, I am. Yosef says, goodbye, normal Gene. Rockstar says, Bird of Prey, I'm not a huge Pac-Man fan myself, but I wasn't a huge Super Mario Brothers 1 fan. I liked Super Mario Brothers 2, aka Doki Doki Panic, better than the original. Rockstar, speaking good, man. Doki Doki Panic. Nobody knows what the hell that means. DJ says, that's awesome, Piano Dean. Joseph says, Piano Dean, our wedding dance was the way you look tonight. The way you look tonight.
Oh,
Very
no,
cool.
Bird is singing
DJ
now.
says, Bird of Prey would have hated the concert I went to last night since it was all Beatles stuff. You know, DJ, I don't hate the Beatles. I don't love the Beatles. There's like
Bird
5 or
hates
6
the Beatles?
songs
Did he
I
just say
have
he
in my
hates the
rotation.
Beatles?
Including back in the USSR.
Wow. Didn't see that coming.
And then there's the 2 songs that say the exact opposite things. The one that's money, it's all about money, and then the one that money can't buy me love. All I want, and I forget the title, but it's like all I want is money, and then there's another one that money can't buy me love. Money can buy lots of things, it's true, but the one thing I want, it can't do.
All right, let's see if
Something like that.
Yeah, Bird is
And
definitely
then
off
there's
his rocker,
another
Jeff. I agree
song,
there.
money, all I want is money.
Yeah, Bird's complaining about the way people talk.
I always thought that was funny.
I
that
got
they
one more
sang
gear.
The opposite. They sang both pro money and against money.
There,
those
so I
are 2
completed
of
my first
favorite
mission
Beatles
there.
songs.
Right, well, first
Piano
one in
Dean
this
says,
game.
Joseph, I do that one. Very cool. Kennewick Sabian says, dang it, late at minus 20 minutes on 2X. Well, Kennewick, you'll catch up. Joseph says, was my choice since my wife, love her heart, listens to garbage. Not the band, but the quality.
So, I don't know. What is
indeed
glass
is.
grenades? Grenades explode as soon as they hit a person. Oh, okay. That's
DJ
cool.
says, Kennewick, it's okay. He is still 40 minutes behind. Kennewick says, I like Shirley Mason. Is that her name from the garbage? I have no idea. And TJ is reeing because I brought up Cisso Prey. Rock Solids is Bird of Prey.
All right.
Bird of Prey. I don't want. Where are we? Where are we? Oh,
All hail Rico.
I've lost the chat. Look, luckily I can find it by DJ's reeing. Roxanne says it's not Mary O, it's Mary O for Super Mario. DJ says I'm not Mamo Prey, already said I wasn't the father. Chris Furzer says my condolences to you, DJ, for your chance will not come.
Alright, let's try this.
Sci-Fi
wingsuit.
Nation says,
Right.
and it has a unicorn
I
mask
suck with the
on it.
wingsuits.
DJ says I'm gonna
Disney is
sue
doing
Berg
Fox
for
name from
libel.
20th Century and Searchlight.
T-Berg says,
Well, of course they
hello,
are, because
Uncle
Fox
Joe.
is still
Hello,
a company.
T-Berg. Dega Outlaw says, hail Bob, hail Odega Outlaw.
The Fox company
Yosef
is not
says,
going
Kennewick,
anywhere. It's just
correct.
that
DJ says,
they're just
Vertebrae,
reducing
reading
themselves to
interviews,
Fox
say
News
Patrick Stewart
and
talks
Fox
about
Sports.
the card show, and half the interview ends up being about Brexit. Yeah, Brexit, Trump. But I will give Anti-Tricker credit. Not that I think Captain Marvel was a great movie, but I would say 99% of what Brie Larson talked about prior to Captain Marvel coming out simply wasn't in the movie. I mean, it was a shitty movie because Brie Larson was a bad character in it. Well, I wouldn't say it was not a good movie because Brie Larson was its weakest point. But Brie Larson wasn't in the movie talking about the patriarchy and stuff like that, which is what she was talking about in real life. So if
Vic says
Patrick
you completed
Stewart
this game, very
isn't
cool.
in Picard talking
I'm just
about,
getting started.
you know,
If Bert is agreeing with you,
keeping
do you need
Romulan
some
kids
soul
in
searching?
cages,
Indeed.
because that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid we're gonna go and there's gonna be Romulan kids in cages, and they're gonna be talking about building a great wall around the Federation, and the Federation voting to withdraw from, you know, whatever the further systems.
Oops.
And honestly, we have.
Shoot.
Maybe it's time we get to that part. So, okay, guys. I'm going to read some spoilers from the first 3 episodes of Picard. So, please, if you don't want to hear those spoilers, mute
oh, you meant the
or-
main
or-
mission,
or
so
head
not
off
this-
the channel for
Okay. Well,
3 minutes. 3 minutes to be safe. Okay? When I tell Alexa to do the countdown, I will stop reading after 3 minutes.
Romulan kids in cages. What
For
kind of
you guys want to listen
Caroga
to the
is run
spoilers,
by an evil
and again,
dictator.
these
See,
are
Bird
spoilers
doesn't.
mostly
He
about
says
what
he doesn't want to see
happen
Romulan kids in
more
cages
than what does happen
in Picard,
although
even
it
though he
does
puts
fill
Carogan
in,
kids in
the
cages.
current situation
you know, in his
to
own
a
land.
point.
So yeah.
And it tells us why the girl is special. So that's what we're going to hear. So Alexa, set countdown for 3 minutes.
Yeah, I really suck at this.
I don't know. Alexa,
Oh,
set
so
countdown
close.
for 3 minutes.
Almost got there.
Okay.
I got
Starting
one
now.
gear.
So we're going
Wow.
over to it.
But
If you don't want to hear the spoilers, now's your chance to pause or get out. Okay. So this was posted on Twitter. And here, I'm just going to read it outright. In response to the Romulan supernova, Picard petitioned Starfleet to build a rescue armada to save 900 plus million Romulans in its path. Starfleet agrees and is building 10,000 ships is underway at Utopia Planitia. Now this is what happens in the Star Trek Picard comic countdown #1. Now Geordi LaForge is overseeing this whole fleet, and Geordi LaForge is stationed at Utopia Planitia. It says, at this time, Starfleet is also replicating Soong-type androids. These rise up and attack Utopia Planitia, destroying the Armada. It never leaves. So the Armada that's being built at Utopia Planitia never leaves. And Geordi LaForge is possibly dead, because Geordi LaForge was stationed at Utopia Planitia, overseeing all of this. Starfleet just gives up on Picard. Starfleet kind of just gives up, and Picard asks to continue the mission, and they say no. The supernova happens anyway, and Spock's backup plan fails. Spock's backup plan was to use red matter to prevent the star from going supernova to begin with. Picard resigns over this. Flash forward to today, and that's when Picard starts. Dal, or Da, and that's the girl, the special girl, comes to Picard for help. Da is an organic human body with a positronic brain. That's Data's brain. She was created by Bruce Maddox as a compromise in Starfleet banned synthetic research after the attack. So after the attack on Mars, which happens like 10 years before Picard, before the Picard series starts, they said, okay, no more building Soong-type androids, but they allowed Maddox to build a human being with a positronic brain. Da is killed in the first episode, but she has a twin, currently pretending to be a scientist on the Borg cube. The cube is run by Romulans as they try to salvage and analyze Borg tech and rehabilitate drones. First 3 episodes take place on Earth. No Starfleet ship, space battles, etc. No 7 of 9 in the first 3 episodes. And Yu is working with the Romulans on the Borg cube. He has been de-Borgified. So that's
how are you supposed to
those
get any
are
further than that?
Those came from
And
somebody.
Did Bird of Prey just put a
who
bomb
saw
on
the
a timer
first
of 3
3
minutes before it
episodes.
blows up? I think so.
Alexa, stop. So the 3 minutes are over. So those were the spoilers. Now I would ask you guys, please, in the comments, if you have a question, please don't put in any of the spoilers.
Oops, I didn't. Shoot. I
If
did
you have
need
a
to hit
question,
retry.
maybe
I
at
meant
the
to
end of the stream,
So,
we can do
I guess
some
we'll do one more
spoiler
attempt,
questions,
but that's it.
where we are. That's where we are in the episode. I'm not going to repeat it. Hopefully you heard it. And like I said, I that is not what I expected for the girl. It was not. I don't think anybody had that as the working theory as to what or who she was. And it doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense. But at least now we know why the state of the galaxy is what it is.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Why is Picard's lightsaber going to be rainbow colored? Rock Solid asks. That's because it's the color of his heart.
Alright, get up.
And his heart is a big diversity rainbow. Miss Lundell says, since Caroga appreciates Klingon Sword of Honor, I pledge my allegiance as my sword of honor to the defense of Caroga. Kapla, Miss Lundell. It is great to have you on board with Caroga. Mr. Captain says, Anti-Trigger's playing your stream on his live stream. Turtistan is pirating you. It's okay. Anti-Trigger needs some quality streaming and entertainment. He's allowed. He is allowed.
Wow,
Sci-Fi
Bird.
Nation says DJ is going to have to change his name to Daddy DJ Odyssey. Kennewick says, I like the Soviet Union anthem, like why they sung it in The Hunt for Red October. What a great film. Yes. Sci-Fi Nation says, greetings, Odega Outlaw. Speaking of great films, I just watched Midway for the first time today. I enjoyed it. Now, I'm
Mr.
hoping
what
I
he said
like
about the woman in Picard.
1917 better.
What he said about
Because
her,
a lot
if,
more
if
people
you,
have
if
told
you
me
care, is that
1917
according
is
to
a
the
better-
article he
is
read,
a better film. Now, a few people said
she
Midway was
is
a good
a
film,
human
but a lot of people are saying
with a
1917 is good
positronic
film.
brain. So basically,
So we'll see. But hopefully I'll see
she's
1917
she's a
in the
cyborg.
next week or so. Sci-Fi Nation says,
Mercer
greetings,
says
Odega
hi. How you
Outlaw.
doing, Mercer?
Dan 23 says nom nom nom.
Oops.
Aldega Outdoors says hey to Sci-Fi. I try not to read the hellos between two people.
Well,
T-Bird
get out of the way.
says, what's a Pac-Man image?
Don't want to hurt
Nom,
anybody.
nom, nom.
We're here to
Edie
liberate,
says,
not to
I
kill.
did eat all the cheddar
Well,
lobster
we're here to
biscuits.
kill
Of course, that's the best
Carogan
part
military, not
of
Carogan
Red Lobster.
civilians.
Sci-Fi
And there's
Nation
a
have
3
two
minute
boxes
delay
of those
tonight,
covered. Sci-Fi, we had them
Delay
too,
tonight
but
in the chat.
the homemade cheddar lobster
And they
biscuits,
already have that in
while they're
Discovery.
good,
Well, yeah,
they're
kind of.
very good even.
No super. Yeah, there's
They
no
don't
super chats
hold
in
a
the. You can
candle to
leave
the
a
actual
donation
Red Lobster
through the
made
Streamlabs
biscuits.
link, but you can't do a
Rock
super chat
says, well,
because the
Bird of
Rational
Prey
Roundtable
can't
channel's not
see getting
monetized.
tossed out of Red Lobster. Frank loved when Freddy tossed this out.
But don't worry about it, Mercer. I
Damn it,
appreciate the
Rock
thought. But if you want a super
Wesley
chat, super
Crutcher's
chat
Bird of
tonight,
Prey,
I'm going to do a
mean
regular
say
live
I
stream
get
tonight on the
CBS free on
Anti-Trigger channel.
Amazon. Yes, but for how long? Sci-Fi Nation says hi to Wesley. Chris Burgess says everyone always blames Canada, when in fact you should have blamed Bird of Prey. No, why would they blame me?
Look, there's a picture of Bird on the. Hey, hey,
Ron
hey!
says Bird of Prey, animals didn't start the fire. It's always
You see, I'm
burning
such a
since the
nice
world's
guy.
been
Oh,
turning.
I'm not gonna even hurt
I wonder
you.
if anybody's did an Australian version of We Didn't Start the Fire.
Taking down the bird
Odega Outlaw
sign.
says fire starting birds. Don't get any ideas, Bob. I know. T-Berg says crazy giving birds fire, giving Donald Trump dukes. Tubian says kill the birds. No, don't kill the birds. Wesley says birds started the fires, kill the birds to save the planet. DJ says Odega Bird gave them the idea.
Grenade didn't take it out?
Dan23 says there was a news story in the UK about this, like 200 of these birds were found dead in a road where people suspect they were being chased by bird of prey and smacked into the concrete.
So took out the statue of bird.
Says brings new meaning to the word firebird, indeed.
See,
T-Berg says
listen
the
to him
birds
talk.
start on YouTube.
Vivian said she heard
Thomas's
you
bird of prey is
screaming,
causing the
but
fire.
she got home
Sci-Fi says he bought it
Snuggles
at the
and me
nudie
and
book
see Bird of
stand.
Prey and said,
I
"Who
did
is
not
that
buy
and why is he
Popular
replacing
Mechanics
Auntie?
at the nudie
Is
book
he Auntie Checker's pet?"
T-Berg says
No, he is. It's kind of funny the way this is working. Now you can see I'm
Popular
jumping around on
Schmeckleback.
buildings here, and I'm trying to
T-Berg
liberate the
says
nation
he
of
saw the
Caroga
movie
from their
Paycheck.
evil dictator. The entire
I
time
did
that
see
I'm
the
trying to
movie
do this,
Paycheck.
the evil
DJ says
dictator
Bird of Prey
himself
killed the
is
annual,
broadcasting
centerfold
his
issue of
propaganda,
Popular
and that would
Mechanics that
be what
came
you
out.
see in the corner.
Rockstar says sounds like a King Louis is taking over Bird of Prey 5. So give me the secret man cub clue on
Oh, yeah,
what
wrong
to
way.
do. Give me
And
the
where-
power
let's see, don't
of
wanna be seen.
man's red flamethrower. So I can be
So
like
Bird
you.
has no
I
idea
don't know
that because
song.
he's being extremely
Dan23
ignorant.
says
He doesn't realize that I'm taking down his regime even as he's speaking.
Bird of Prey. T-Berg says you can only send Marty McFlys and Terminators to Sci-Fi Nation and Borg. We've gone off. I don't know. We've skipped off the record. I have no idea what's going on. Dan23 says in the UK, hundreds of birds found dead on road may have been killed trying to escape bird of prey, police have said. More than 200 sterlings were found dead in Anglesey. One of the birds had a tag from Lithuania, 1,032
didn't mean to
miles
do that.
from
Right
where
in the
it
middle
was
of it.
found dead 1 day ago. Wow. Jeff Frank and Bird of Prey, many people have debunked Matt Blitz's ideas. That's the time travel guy. Well, it's not debunked till it doesn't happen. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, I can't stop. Yo, the Bird of Prey, I got a loan of $250 million. Fund the project, get the lottery numbers in the future, win over and over again. Carlos says, this is amazing. The Epic Beard says, hey, nerds and birds. Welcome, Epic Beard. Aberdam says, Bird of Prey, watching the live stream while watching the live stream in Anti-Treacher's live stream is twisting my melon, man. Well, watch it here, not on Anti-Treacher's stream.
Yeah, but you see, if you watch it on my
Bird of Prey, it
stream,
works.
you get the
Time
truth. The
machine
truth, the
works.
bird is lying
Sci-Fi
to
Nation
you.
says, holy Caroga, it's the Epic Beard. Welcome. Yeah, welcome, Epic. We haven't seen you in a while. Miss Lugos,
Meanwhile, we're
click on the
liberating
spoilers for
Caroga.
the
These are all
Picard
Carogan
fiasco.
soldiers that are
Oh, we
dying.
did. Carlos's Bird of Prey, I see you a minute ago. Lo, I'll see you a minute. Yes, well, that's how it would work. Epic Beard says, yes, I'm here. Finally, not too busy for once.
Bird of Prey, you gonna help
Beard,
me?
I'm really glad you were
Actually,
able to
Stuart, if
make
you
it
want to ask
back.
Bird of Prey a question, you got to do
TJ
it on his
Odyssey
channel.
says, hail the Epic
Fast
Beard.
ship,
Good
have you
to
never
hear
heard
guys
of the
with
Millennium
Sci-Fi
Falcon? Yeah.
Nation. Carlos's Bird of Prey, I've been selected for time travel experiment. This is going to work. Epic Beard says same. Trek95 says hello to Aberjam.
Back that way.
DJ says Bird of Prey wishes there was time travel so he could go back and shut off the sound to his Geologia mistake. Honestly, I don't care about that, really. No, if there was time travel, I'd go back to 2009 and tell myself, say, don't get pancreatitis. But if I do have to get pancreatitis, don't go into a coma. Don't let them put you in an induced coma. Just deal with the pain for a few days, and hopefully you can get through it without being put completely under. Vile Mike says, okay, I can chat now for a bit. Very cool, Vile. Sci-Fi Nations is the epic beard.
Come in
we
all
thought,
vibrate. What are you
got
talking
lost
about?
in the woods hunting
You said that
bears.
before. What do you mean?
Epic is lolling.
I don't even know where you
Violence is
are,
howdy,
Mercer.
Epic, nice to see you again. Kenwick says Picard's newest trailer only has 12,000 views on YouTube. Yeah, I was 2 of them. Epic Beard says, yeah, just really busy. Daughter's boyfriend visited from Texas, etc. for the holidays and have been busy with work. Sci-Fi Nation says, glad to have you back all the same. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey. Yeah, I was watching a
In
TV
the
channel this
Poconos.
morning and
Where's
said
that?
coming up next
What
an
state are you in?
exclusive 1-minute clip from Amazon's Picard.
I assume you're in the
that
United
would've been
States,
cool clip.
so...
Dan23 says, no, they never put Discovery on TV in the UK when it first came out. No, but it was on TV here. Carlos is another 50,000 from CBS. When was the first 50,000? Oh, Carlo, if you go back to my early live streams, when I was one of the Star Trek Discovery reviews, like around episode 6 or 7, CBS sent me $50,000 cash in the mail.
That's true.
And I
CBS
totally
did send him
shilled
money.
for CBS.
Because Bird is
I
officially
forget
a
which
CBS shill.
review it is, but on that thumbnail there's a bunch of $100 bills. That was the shill review I did of Star Trek Discovery. Kenwick says widescreen. Yeah, well, I don't like it when they, you know,
best
I'm
friend
losing pixels. I
who
paid
has
for those
confirmed
pixels. I
bed or
want those
chair is
pixels to
getting
work.
Oh, that sucks.
If the pixels are
I'm
just
sorry
black,
to hear that,
I get
Mercer.
angry. Vile Mike says, Epic Beard, shoot the boyfriend with a 20 gauge loaded. Yeah, that's what I assumed. He was busy because his daughter's
You
boyfriend
creates
came
another
down.
orphan,
And
which
so
goes
he
from
had
bird
to
of prey,
dig a
list
hole
of
in
side
the desert
dishes. I mean,
somewhere.
the problem is
And that
we don't
takes-
want to
that
have
takes
to
a
kill all
longer
the
time than
soldiers,
you'd
but
imagine.
unfortunately with the
Vile Mike's
brainwashing
Epic Beard,
that they
did you just shoot
do,
him? Yeah,
it makes it
Abergans
impossible
says,
to
glorious
reason with.
leader, give me permission to deny the shackles he is keeping in me in, so I am not in shackles. You're not in shackles. Joseph says, I'm watching everything on my 38-inch 21.9 monitor, and it looks great. Well, 21.9 monitor. How special. 21:9? Wow. Epic Beard says, nah, he's nerd like us. Already one of the family. Okay. He got lucky. Dan23 says, I remember seeing something on normal TV when younger. It said, there's a clip of something in HD. And I was thinking, how can we see it if we don't have HD? Yeah, it's crazy. It's like when they try to show us like what HDR, what high definition looks like, or what high color is. And then what do? Well, they can't show it. So they show a really good image, and then they make the image that's supposed to be the regular image just look worse. So you see a comparison. But it's always bullshit.
His hand's shaky. You can't remember what he
ever
says.
show
It's first shots.
this
That
higher,
sucks.
you
That
can't
sucks.
show a 4K on a 1080p TV. So what do? Well, they make the 4K a full 1080 picture, and then they drop the 1080 part down to like a 480 part, because that's supposed to be as bad as a 1080 is compared to a 4K. It's total bullshit. But you know, people live with that stuff all the time. This is why I say if I ever became emperor of the world,
water mass is being moved.
I would have to
As the
approve
water
every
mass
TV commercial,
is
because shit
been
like that
moved,
wouldn't fly,
it's
and I would
I'm not sure
punish
what you
the
mean there,
people
Stuart.
who try to put that past us. But that's also why I would need an entire army of clones, because I would want to be in charge of every single aspect. From
So you heard
TV
it. Bird has an
commercials
army
to
of
prison
clones.
reform,
You
to
just
school
heard him
reform,
say it.
to hospital
Bird
reform,
has an army
healthcare
of
reform.
clones. So these are all bird
And
clones.
I want to be the only one, because I'm the only one I trust to make these decisions.
So I guess I don't feel bad about killing them. If these are all clones
that's
of
the real
bird,
problem.
awesome. I'm happy
need
to kill
more
them.
of
Goodbye, clones.
Thomas says they only speak
Thank you,
English.
Bird. You just made me feel so much
T-Bird
better.
says, holy shite, the epic beard. Yes, yes. Josh reads says, Bird of Prey, no one in Caroga other than the dictator and his closest supporters speak English. Lots of people speak English. Dear Bop will come, okay? Dear Bop will come. Give me a few more minutes. Epic Lols. Rock Solid says, I totally remember today's special Nickelodeon early 80s. Bird of Prey. I remember Not It game. from, along with Pinwheel. I don't know what you're talking about in the early 80s, but I know yesterday was the 25th anniversary of Star Trek Voyager, and I forgot to mention it. Kenwick says Rock Solid is actually speaking Welsh. Vile says the epic
I'm
beard.
so
Yeah, you
glad
said he
to
was
know
from
that these are
Texas.
clones.
That's where my family's
All
from
right, I gotta do
Texas.
trace the flag.
Shooting a boyfriend.
Did you see a commercial
with
with
rock salt
Sith
is just saying
Shatner and the
hello.
with?
Hello.
I've
Epic
seen the
Dan
commercial with
says the
William
only
Shatner
song
and the
by the
Gorn. I don't know
Beatles
what
I
you mean by
like is
Sith
Help.
Shatner.
Help. I don't know that I know Help. Is it Help Me Rhonda? Is that by the Beatles?
But yes, the two of them were playing the
Discovery
Star
says
Trek
Bird
video
admits
game.
loving back in the USSR. I didn't say I love it, but it is one of my favorite Beatles songs.
So Bird is a
Carlos
communist,
says,
confirmed.
Anti-Tracker is streaming you whilst attacking what he thinks is Krog. Yeah, he's attacking the completely wrong country.
See,
It's
Bird actually
hilarious.
believes
I kind
that.
of feel bad for whatever country
He's trying.
actually
There's his
attacking,
propaganda.
but I can
You hear
assure
it
you
right there.
It's
He,
not Caroga. It might even
Bird
be
thinks
Turkestan.
that we're
He might not
that
even recognize
we're
some
not
of
in
the
Caroga.
more, rural Turkestani counties that he's attacking. Rock says it's Bird of Prey. Yes, people in the gaming community know exactly what Yum Kojo Doki Doki Panic is. Well,
Yeah, Bird's just lying.
I don't.
Don't to let him know. We know we can see through it.
Sci-Fi says Vile Mike.
No, look at how his
we do that in
his
Michigan too.
tablet keeps
T-Bird
wobbling
says,
because
I
of the
want money,
explosions
blah, blah,
nearby.
blah, blah. I want lots of money. Well, what's the Beatles song?
So
Money. I want money. Joseph says goodbye, Normal Gene. Not working. Not Normal Gene. Those are the opening lyrics to Candles in the Wind. Oh. Goodbye, Norma Jean. Not Normal Gene. Those are the opening lyrics to Candle in the Wind. You see, I'm not saying that I even know the opening lyrics. It's just, of all the Elton John songs, it's the
see,
only
he's
one
sitting there
I'd say
singing songs,
I have any particular
enjoying
care for.
his orphan meat.
I'm not even saying it's a lot.
Well, we are liberating his country.
Vile Mike's is Bird of Prey, Rock Solid. I know Doki Doki Panic was a name that's changed to make America Super Mario Brothers 2. It was considered too hard for Americans to play.
Let's take a look here.
Dan
What's
23
next?
money, that's what I want. The best things in life
What's
are
that
free.
helipad? Was that
but
over
you
here,
can
I think?
save them for the birds and bees.
try using
I
that
want
helicopter.
money. Yeah, that's it. That's the song. Epic Beard says,
Or
yes,
was it
I'm in
here?
Michigan. Didn't shoot him. Just took him to Frankenmouth. That's a shock for any Texan. Rockstar's a Bird of Prey. See, even Vile Mike knows Doki Doki. Well, Vile Mike and you both do classic retro gaming. T-Berg says, good lord, man, you Santa Claused him. Epic Lols. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, sweet Jeebus. Mary say Rio. Now say Mario, not Mayor. Super Mario, not Mario.
Wow, he can't say Mario, really?
Dan23 says, sometimes music artists or bands can have songs about the same subject. Like Roy Orbison has lots of songs about
No, that's not
dreaming
it.
different
Where
dreams.
is that helipad?
Yes, but they have songs that are the complete opposite meaning on money.
Yeah, it must be over here.
One song is all about money being the
Yeah,
best
it's
thing in the
liberated
world,
base.
and the other song is about money not being the best thing in the world, love being the best thing in the world. Dan23 says, sometimes, I just read that. Kennewick says, people who watch Star Trek to escape whatever is on the news. Well, not anymore.
I tell you, this make you happy. I got an Army MP
Vile
straight
Mike says, Rex,
down
you
tonight at
even
work,
Vile
keeping the
Mike
drunks
knows,
at bay
of course,
and keeping people safe.
I know. I thought anyone else
Well, that's
here
good.
you would know.
Normal
If
loves you.
anyone else
Thank
here
you.
would know,
Well,
it
say
was
hi
me.
to
Well,
Normal
yeah.
for me.
Aberjam says, Frankenmouth, the epic beard is that anywhere near Freddy Schlong. There's no such place as Freddy Schlong. Dan23 says the band A Garage did a great for James Bond for
He
once.
really has no idea that we're
Anyway, guys,
attacking.
I'm going to pause it here. We're going to re-listen to the Carogan National Anthem for those who missed it. We'll be back. I'm going to finish up some comments. We'll get to some Dear Bop and then hopefully play a game.
Yeah. Listen to the dictator. Yeah, you forgot to turn up the volume. Okay, here we go. I believe the helipad is... Where the heck is it? There it is. You're gonna get a normal. Well, you should get a normal cam. All right. Now let's look at the map, see where we want to go. Well, that looks interesting. Let's look over there. Love the idea of Bird the Court. Yeah, well, you know, it's funny because Bird is playing his national anthem as we're taking down his country. He has no idea that we've already liberated an entire province of Carogan. He really has no idea. So we will just continue to liberate. Oh, there we go.
Always a pleasure.
We're just gonna surgically strike Carogan infrastructure here. Well, not the Carogan military.
Will rain. Oh, I'm sorry. I ended it. I ended it a second early. You want to listen to it again? Probably not. Probably not. Thank you, guys. Cup class. Sorry about that. Okay. I hate doing this, but there's so many comments. I'm going to read the ones that are at Birdo 5s, so that after that I can get to doing some Dear Bops, and then we'll do, after Dear Bops, we will play a Use Your Words game, and whatever else comes up between here and there. So guys, remember, and I'm sorry, I should have reminded you guys at the beginning, if you absolutely want me to read your comment,
but you
please
didn't mind
use
your
at Birdo
He's in a cage
5.
with Anti-Your Disease cage. He has his own cage.
You didn't use at
Anti
Birdo
is here,
5.
but I don't have the lights up, so you wouldn't be able to see her if I did if I put the
at this
anti-cam on.
point, just because it's 5, I'm 25 minutes behind in the comments, and we could do this for another hour, and we know I'll never catch up. So Vile Mike says, Bird of Prey, try saying Mario, or Mario. Mario. I know how to say Mario, okay? I'm Italian.
No, you don't know how to say it. It's Mario, you idiot.
If I'm not saying it right, it's because you don't know how Mario is supposed to sound.
Wow. Wow,
It's
Bird.
Mario. Not Mario.
There you go. You just said it right
Mario
for the first
sounds
time
like
ever.
an English person trying to say Mario.
Hey, DJ, good
Oh,
to see you, my
it's
friend. Yes, we are
Mario
liberating Caroga
and his
even as
brother,
the evil dictator
Sir
is
Luigi.
broadcasting.
It's Mario and Luigi. That's how you say it. Princess
Here, a little
Peach.
closer here.
And,
That's a
that is
statue
probably
of Bird
all
of
the
Prey.
names I know.
We found out earlier, by the way, that his entire
Picard now
military
has
is
4
is
seals
clones
as
of
Uncle
Bird
Remus.
of
He
Prey.
might. He might. I wouldn't be surprised. He's got the power of Beverly. Rock Solid is Bird of Prey, but why is Picard's lightsaber going to be rainbow colored? You know why. You know why it's going to be rainbow colored, Rock Solid. Vile Mike says Bird said he will not watch Picard. That's not what I said. I never said that. I said I was definitely going to watch Picard. I said I would never not watch Picard. I think maybe other people shouldn't, but
Took
I
down a
would never
propaganda
say
sign.
that. I would never tell people not to.
Where? Oh, there's a tower.
I personally am going to because it has Star
Somebody,
Trek on
where
it. I have
is?
to. I feel like I have to watch it. I could put Star Trek
Caroga
label
military
on
around
just
here
about
somewhere, but I don't
anything,
see him.
and I'm just going to be compelled to watch it because that's how big a Star Trek fan I am. Now I will complain to hell if it sucks, and I will praise it to I don't know, heaven, if it's great.
Almost started the stream
and
watching you
we'll
watching
talk about
Bird.
it
That
if
said
it's
the hell with it.
so-so,
Oh, if you want
but
to.
I'm not going to.
You can do
not
a stream
watch.
watching me watching
Check
Bird, and
95
somebody else
Bird
can do a
of Prey,
stream
yes,
watching you
I
watching me watching
suspected
Bird.
all along.
And eventually we'll just get
I
Bird
think
like
that's about
streaming on everybody at
Picard,
once.
Revelation.
While the
Vile
liberation
Mike
of
says
Caroga
Bird
is
of
at
Prey, you
hand.
forgot to mention Picard is going to be confirmed to be Rey's father. Yes, well I thought everybody knew Picard was Rey's father. Also her grandfather, so it's very weird. Dan23, her other grandson.
Still tired from the concert? What concert did you go to?
Britta Prey, director of Thor Ragnarok, has been invited to develop Star Wars mini-film feature project, according to reports. You know, I know a lot of Marvel fans don't like Thor Ragnarok. I personally did. I don't think it matters. I don't think they're going to have a big difference into making Star Wars good or bad, but we'll see.
I think Taika Waititi would be a great fit to direct the Star Wars
hellos
movie.
between people, but still.
Vivian said she got tired of me referring to her as my girlfriend.
I don't know what I'm reading ahead of time. Most of the time, I haven't pre-read it. So unless
maybe you need to put a ring on that.
You know,
is that what she's saying?
Then I know to skip it.
You need to put a ring on it?
Uncle Remus says there's a decent copy of Midway in the wild, but still kind of crappy.
Just saying, Valor.
Uncle Remus, I get my copies legit. So it's okay. Sci-Fi Nation says we didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. I can't. Rock Solid says Bird of Prey, you've never seen Jungle Book. And Louis Prima singing I Want to Be Like You. Nope, I never did. Where are we? Admiral Sabal's in the house. Kapla, Admiral. Rock Solid says Bird of Prey.
Taika is left wing. Everybody in Hollywood is a left wing SJW. That's the thing.
Right? That's
people think, oh no, you know, this person's an SJW.
Everybody
in Hollywood
in
is an SJW.
Mario. Like, I'm going to marry you, but it's Mario. That's how you say Mario.
He's still on the Mario thing.
I don't understand what you're saying. That Mario doesn't sound like Mario. I'm saying like
just
Joey
admit you can't pronounce
like
it, Bird.
Like Joy. No, it's Mario. Okay, a lot of people I know in my life are named Mario. Hey, that's Mario. That's Mario's cousin. That's Mario's mother. That's Mario's old girlfriend. No, Mario. That's how you say Mario. You might be mistaken, okay? Maybe in your part of the country, they sound it Mario. But that's not how people who know people named Mario
Phil's have no tension of feeling nothing is being taken seriously. Well, in Thor
Right?
Ragnarok, I thought it was a fun story.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Was it the most tense of Marvel movies? No. But it was fun.
DJ says if
and that's what
black,
Star Wars
I get
is
angry.
lacking
Well,
right now. It's
you
not
know what I'm
fun.
saying. If I bought a 16.9 TV, 16 by 9 TV and not 2/3, but I get 2 inches of black pixels on the top and the bottom, I'm pissed because they could have shot it in 16 by 9, but they made a concerted effort to shoot it in an aspect ratio that doesn't fit 99% of television. So why? Just because they want to be special?
All we got to do is take out the police station and raise the flag,
I got the special right here. I'm the one paying
yet
you money.
Another province.
You're supposed to conform to my standards. I'm not supposed to have to conform to yours. Release the 16 by 9 cut. Then you should hashtag that. Release the Picard 16 by 9 cut. Although, to be honest, for Star Trek Discovery and the short trek, and I'm sure with Picard, there's going to be a lot bigger problems than the aspect ratio, right? That's if all we had to argue about was the aspect ratio, hallelujah, because then we would have great track. Sassy just stood up. When I said hallelujah, Sassy just stood up. It's okay, Sassy. If the day comes I'm only arguing about the aspect ratio on Star Trek Picard, then you know they did something right. Because to be completely honest, let's face it, once we actually see Picard, there's probably going to be 100 more things to complain about other than the aspect ratio. Like, I've never complained about the aspect ratio of Discovery because there's been so much else to complain about.
Who
it's
knew
only now thinking
Land
about
and Planet would be
months
Doomcock
and years
singing.
later,
Yeah, Doomcock singing
I
is
realized,
great.
yeah, I'm kind of pissed at the aspect ratio too, but we pick our battles, okay? I'm a lot more pissed that they screwed up Spock, that they made Spock have space dyslexia, that they gave him a sister that nobody ever talked about, that we're supposed to believe tribbles didn't exist as we know them until some crazy scientist injected them with human DNA. Somehow, human DNA made a slow-breeding creature breathe fast, even though in Enterprise, We had already, Dr. Flox had already said tribbles breed quite quickly if you feed them, and blah, 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 blah. And it's all bullshit. They just go after Cannon like crazy. The aspect ratio is the least of the issues. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, do you do Dear Bop yet? We did not do Dear Bop yet, Wes. As soon as I get through the Bird of Prey comment,
He's
we'll
not
Dear
going to
Bop.
ever do Dear Bop.
Sci-Fi Nation says, still need to learn how to keep up in the chat like me and DJ. You and DJ just don't read the chat. That's how you do it. Sci-Fi says, that's the problem. I need none of me, Bird of Prey. I need more of me. Well, that is the problem. Trick95 says, Bird of Prey, it's official. I've lost my sanity. If they say that it's data in Picard, I'm going to lose my insanity. We talked about this before. Well, it's data in so much as it's data in... It's not data in the draw. I can be 99.9% sure that is not data in the draw they open. That's... I would guess, I'd say 85% that's B4 in the drawer they open.
Or it could be lore.
I would imagine, and this is not a spoiler, I didn't read it, but I imagine they're going to say, like, B4's memory cortex couldn't take Data's load, and he just... He had to be shut down.
Data's load? Did he actually just say that?
They're keeping B4.
Did he seriously just say
the other
that
10%
B4 couldn't take Data's load? Somebody please call him out on that on his stream. Please, somebody tell him that he just said that B4 could not take Data's load.
Brent Spiner did release a small blurb about how he was only willing, and this is not a spoiler. This was in a news article. Just a lot of people didn't read it. But Brett Spiner specifically said that he only agreed to come back to Picard if Data's death was not undone. So Brent Spiner guaranteed us, for whatever that means, for whatever, however much you trust him, that Data died in Nemesis.
After Meridian's black hole
He
brought
was
balance to the war
absolutely
between
not
the
going
Greek
to come
gods.
back.
Neil Peart wrote a song about a ship
any
called
way
the Rocinante and went
retcon
back to the
Data's
black
death.
holes
He did
in
not want to.
1977.
He did not.
I don't remember that.
I got to give him credit. According to what he said, there was no way he would have came back to Picard if it in any way retconned or took away from Data's sacrifice in Nemesis.
Data's sacrifice was already
that is like a
basically
99%
made meaningless because the end scene with B4.
DJ
We just liberated
went live.
another
Tough
area.
luck, DJ. Good
Look
luck
at the
with your
people
stream.
celebrating.
That's like a 99% telling me that Data is just a flashback.
See, look, they're
Okay, because if
setting
it's a
off
flashback
fireworks for
or a
us.
memory or Picard's Irromatic syndrome or a holodeck of
They're
Data,
playing music
then
in the streets.
none of
They're
that
setting
hurts
up
Data's sacrifice.
You added that to Bird's quotes. Thank
but
you,
it's
Thomas.
not Data, and I don't even think it's B4. I think the living Data, the
B4
so-called
could
living
not
data
take
that we
Data's
saw,
load.
it has to be a hologram.
That's Bird of
or a
Prey
dream.
for you.
That's the only thing that makes sense, and that would make sense that it wouldn't upset Brent Spiner, because none of that takes away from the actual sacrifice. Data did die in Nemesis. That is official, and that is not changing.
All right, so
Assuming
one
they're
more
not
town
outright lying to us,
liberated.
which they have done before. So, I mean, that's just we're hoping to take that.
We'll
for
go
granted
down to
they're
that
not lying
seaport
to us.
town. That looks like lots of people there. We can help.
Rock Sausage Bird of Prey, are you confusing the Beatles with the OJs in the song Money? Or Pink Floyd? Rock Solid, I don't think so. Maybe the Beatles did a cover of the same song, but in my library,
Everybody knows the
which,
Beatles was a cover band.
you know, I can't attest that every single song is said by is correct, but I have the Beatles singing both songs. I'm not going to get into it right now, but I'm pretty sure. Sci-fi money. I don't know if that's the lyrics. Rock's Odds is Bird of Prey, Al Bundy to Bud, quick. What's more important, money or love? Bud said money. Dad, you can always rent love. That's true. Dan23 is Bird of Prey. Do you want, who do you want to do the next James Bond opening credits music? Dan, I honestly don't care.
I think the next
When
James
I watch
Bond opening
James
should be sung
Bond,
by Bird of Prey.
I don't give a
Did
shit
Bird of Prey
about
just
the
say you couldn't take
I
Data's
know.
Load? Yeah, he
I know
he said that
a lot of Bond
B4
fans,
couldn't
the
take
credits
Data's Load. That's what
are
he
like
actually
the
said.
biggest part of the movie for them, and you know it sets up and they care. It's like the couch gag on The Simpsons for Bond fans. It's like it's this big deal. I watched the James Bond movie to watch the movie. I could care less about the credits. If I could skip the credits, I would. I honestly don't care. Somebody good, somebody decent, obviously. I don't want it to be shit. Like, I don't want to sing the credits, right? I don't want...
Oh, come on, Bird. You would be awesome singing Bond. Did you just see, Bond,
so any
Bird
decent
singing?
singer with a decent song can do it. Now, in
You must
Bond
get
News,
2112.
and I'm
You
assuming
gotta get
most people have
Farewell
heard
to
about
Kings.
this.
What is that, Mercer? Is that a game?
The producers, the current producers of James Bond, I would say in a reversal, but officially it's not a reversal because we were just assuming. But they have said in no uncertain terms they will never do a female James Bond. James Bond is always going to be a man, a dude. Now they say he could be a dude of any color, which is fine.
2112, the
because
album,
there are
yeah.
British people of all colors. I mean, most are white, but these days you can
I
have
had
other-
2112 back in the
For the
day.
longest time, the British Empire
I saw
has
them
had,
in concert. I
people
saw
from
Power
all
Windows
around
in
the
concert.
world. So
Okay,
they're
I'm
not-
streaming
well,
the
they haven't
Rational
always
Roundtable,
been
Lorraine
all white.
Carogan, while listening to Bird
But,
about,
most
about
people
fake
were,
news.
but
This is
it's
awesome.
2020. There could be some diverse casting in James Bond. Most people wouldn't have a problem with it, but the character of James Bond, they said, is definitively a man, and as long as they're in charge, it will always be a man. So I know a few months ago everybody was going nuts that a woman was going to be playing 007 James Bond.
You see, that's the problem. A woman is going to be 007.
I don't know if that was
They're
a
just not going
rumor
to call
or
her James
reversal or
Bond.
what, but supposedly they did come out and confirm that's not going to happen. So that, I think, is very good for James Bond, but the opening credits, it just doesn't mean anything. And I know I'm not the biggest Bond fan. I like them. I try to watch the Bond movies. It's not that I hate James Bond, but it's not one of the franchises I love. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey National Anthem reminds me of something that could be used on Futurama. That's probably why I like it. Sci-Fi Nation says, Bird of Prey, hi to the Mary O's. The Mary O's? No, not Mary O, Mario. Sci-Fi Nation says, I think me and Bird of Prey need to have a Who Pronounces It Worse stream. I'm not pronouncing Mario wrong. Carlos says, Bird of Prey.
You are pronouncing
so
it
watch
wrong.
Star Trek, Frank and Freddy. No. Dan Wayne says, anything Star Trek, you'll be watching the kids' Nickelodeon show. I honestly might. I honestly might. Probably won't watch it on Nickelodeon, but I will probably have to at least try.
There's the Bird of Prey statue
I
right
really
there.
will.
We'll do a nice little flyby.
Sci-Fi
of it.
Nation is Bird of Prey. Then why does Mario say it's me, Mario? Because they had an idiot do the voiceover. I don't know. But if his name is Mario and he's an Italian plumber, it is pronounced Mario.
It is
not
Mario, you
pronounced
idiot.
Mario.
If he pronounces it Mario in the
Okay,
game,
maybe
it's
it was the
freaking
4-bit
Mario.
sound processor
Get over
in
it.
whatever system that audio came from. Maybe that's why he says it's Mario. But if you've
Or
seen
maybe you're an idiot,
Mario
Bird.
Brothers movie, right? With the live action Mario Brothers movie, they pronounce Mario correctly.
So you're using the Mario
DJ
Brothers
says even
movie
Mario
as your
pronounces it
argument.
Mario. I call bullcrap. Azine says, evening to all my Carogan comrades and our glorious leader, Bird of Prey 5. Kapla, Azine. Good to see you. Vile Mike says, Bird of Prey. The way you're saying it might be how some people want their name to be pronounced. Nintendo's Mario is pronounced Mario. No, it's not. Joseph says, Mario is Italian. With your topic, you are Die by Jersey. Die by Jersey?
Sad to say one of the singers of the soundtrack to Ghost in the Shell passed away. That's sad.
We're not.
I mean,
Jersey.
honestly, I'm not the biggest Ghost
we're
in the Shell
Queens,
fan,
born in Brooklyn.
but that is sad. Almost as
Excuse
sad
me,
as listening to Bird of
23
Prey try to pronounce
says,
Mario.
what else do I have to say? They'll never stop. The Simpsons. Have no fears. We've got stories for years. Like Marge becomes a robot.
Seriously, you're not gonna get out?
Maybe
Alright,
Mo
fine, we'll
gets a cell phone. Have no fear. We got stories for years. Yes, I love that. That was, I believe, the Simpsons spin-off showcase, maybe? It was one of the Simpsons specials that was a clip show. And Troy McClure, I believe, was hosting. And yeah, I mean, that was like season 7 or 8 or 6, maybe. And they were already concerned about running out of episodes. And now we're 30-something seasons later. No, not 30-something seasons later. We're at season 30 or 31 now, and they're still going. I was happy, you know, they got to season 10, 12, 15, 18, even season 20. In hindsight, they probably should have ended between 20 and 25. Sci-Fi Nations is Fast Forward Seeker Wesley. Continuum Track says, what up, Bird of Prey? How are you, Kapla? Continuum Track, I am good. How are you, my friend? Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, I keep up with the chat and I respond to it. You do, Rock Solid, you do. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, does it state that Brett Spinner is data on the official website? Yes, it is data, but it's not data alive. And it doesn't mean that Brent Spina, it doesn't mean that's data in
Brent
the box.
Spina?
Okay, it means it's data in the what I believe is a dream sequence where Picard, and the data is wearing his data uniform from TNG. Okay? That's the actor playing data. He's actually playing data. The box is not, you know, they don't have the actor, Brent Spiner, in a draw, cut up playing. No, that's a prosthetic. That's so he's not a credited actor. The prosthetic in the draw is not Brent Spiner. It's a prosthetic made up to look like Brent Spiner, but that's not.
Sounds like Laura. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it is.
That's
like it's like trying to listen to Laura say Shields over and over every time.
Sci-Fi Nation says Laura was placed in the draw.
Mario.
And after being dismantled, before was on Picard on the Enterprise E. Yes, Sci-Fi Nation. However, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that that's lore in the drawer. I really. I don't know if it's lore in the drawer. I don't think it's lore in the drawer. I think they're going to just ignore that lore ever
lore in the drawer.
Only because in the episodes they said
law
to
in the
watch
drawer
before Picard, none of those episodes ever mentioned lore. I don't think. They specifically left out watching Descent, which would have focused on lore. They specifically left out watching Measure of a Man, which by all rights they should have had us watch. But I think they don't want us to remember what happened in Measure of a Man, because I think that will conflict with what happens in Picard. But I honestly don't think we're going to see lore. We'll see. I could be wrong. Howard James says before couldn't take Data's load. I did say that. And Bio Mike caught it too. Jeff Franklin says Bird of Prey what before couldn't take Data's load. Oh Jesus! Everybody heard it. Hungry says Bird of Prey. Can you pronounce Gagoots? And let me know what it is. Since you're Italian, you should know. Honestly, I've heard of it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is and how Staten Island says it. If you're a Staten Islander, you should hear ask, hey, where's my gagoots? It means crazy in the head. But if you say mature Italian-American gentleman's garden, that's gagoots, referring to a long hairy squash typically harvested in August. Actually, it's really cucuzza. So, I don't know. I'm not Staten Island Italian, I'm Brooklyn Italian.
Oh, there's someone over there. I didn't see them.
It's subtle, but it's different. Miss Lundell says Bird of Prey data is on the holodeck. It's the only answer that makes sense. Or it's a dream. And honestly, Miss Lundell, I think it's a dream. I think the dream makes more sense because Picard is in his uniform and he's remembering. He's having a dream. I would venture to guess that what we saw in the trailer of Data sitting and painting in the field in the vineyard is a dream, not a holodeck. Uncle Remus's Bird of Prey, bwahaha, Lucasfilm reportedly canceled Obi-Wan Disney Plus show. What a laugh. Look, that's terrible. I mean, why would they cancel it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand why they would cancel the Obi-Wan show, because The Mandalorian is a huge hit.
UK right now, Patrick Stewart is on the Graham Norton show. Oh, isn't that lovely? Carlos's confirmation Bird of Prey is a queen. He said it himself. Wesley says Bird of Prey, my girlfriend is Italian and says Mario is correct pronunciation. Maybe she's fake Italian, Wesley. Wesley says Mario again. Roxodds says Bird of Prey, are you saying lore as in the drawer? I don't know what we're talking about. Uncle Remus says Bird of Prey, Mamo Prey, what is Gagoots? Do you know what Gagoots is? Well, you
any
lived
other
on
Carogans
Staten
gonna come
Island,
after
so
me?
you should
Come on.
know what Gagoots is.
No idea. I'm slaughtering his clones. This is good
So Mamo
practice.
Prey has heard of Gagoots, but she can't remember exactly
Oh,
what
I
it
almost
is.
just
It's
made
okay.
a
I
real,
Googled
I
it.
made a
I
serious
Googled
bird mistake there.
Well,
All right, let's take out that statue of
Staten
bird. That's just a
Islanders
hideous
apparently
thing.
refer to a hairy squat that they harvest in August. Gagoots. Mama Prey saying she thinks it might be the flower from the squash, but they also said in this, they fry it up. They fry up the gagoots. They
Fine.
used to have gagoots growing
Adios, ugly man.
behind the pool.
Adios, ugly man. That's what he said.
Anyway, yes, it's Deer Bop time. It's Deer Bop time.
Report.
Sci-fi
a major
says Bird
firefight
Prey
all the way up
DJs
north,
pimping you on
helicopters
the
and jets
stream,
everywhere.
watching
Wow.
you and Anti-Tracker. Well, very cool. If you're watching me on DJ Odyssey stream, DJ Odyssey is a great guy. You should definitely subscribe to him, subscribe to me, subscribe to Anti-Tracker, and tell DJ that he is the father. Hey DJ, you are the father. And Nightbreeze has just gone live. Everybody's going live tonight. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so we're going to do some Dear Bops, and then we're going to play Use Your Words. So let's get the Dear Bopper set up. The Dear Bopper.
Dear Bopper?
Gagoots is a vegetable, says Uncle Remus. Yes. So I hear. And of course, we've got a ton of Dear Bops that have come in today. Okay. Dear Bop, did you actually believe we would not use this to troll you? You know, I'll be completely honest, I didn't think you would. I mean, in hindsight, I get it. I do. But at the time, I made it. I honestly thought the majority of
He's
answers
lost
I would
yet
be
another
giving
settlement, and he
would
has
be,
no
now,
idea.
Granted, I expected that some people would exaggerate problems, but I
crap.
didn't think it would be used as a tool to troll me. I thought it'd be a tool to give interesting and funny advice, and sometimes legit advice, which it has. It has done legit advice, but the amount of trolling to legit advice, I thought would be, 90-10 legit to trolling, when it's like 90 trolling to 10 legit. Dear Bob, in a few more somethings, I'm moving out of my house. I lived with my mother for 30 plus years, but I've finally fallen in love and am moving in with them. With them? I'm extremely worried about leaving my mother alone. Any advice on how I can feel better about it? Okay, I assume with them you mean the other person, not that you're moving in with 2 or 3 people in which you've fallen in love with. Because if you haven't fallen in love with multiple people and are moving in with them, it's probably a cult, and you should probably not move in with them. If it's a singular person you're moving in with, congratulations.
Like a goat or something?
And I hope it goes well. As for leaving your mother alone, if she has good health,
there's a rumor from
and
Fandomware.
all
Okay.
that, then
Well, I'll
no,
believe
I
it
should
when
probably be
I
happy to get
personally
rid of
I
you.
think that
I mean,
I don't think that
totally.
Obi-Wan's
You should
going to
still
get
want you to
canceled
come
because I
over
think
for
people
dinner,
want an
perhaps, or
Obi-Wan
invite her
show.
for dinner.
Um,
But
the Kling Orcs being Picard, I hope not.
mothers, Mama Praise confirming. Mothers always
Only way for the
want
baby
their
to be
sons
DJ's
happy.
baby is if the baby
I
comes
don't
out
know
wearing
what
a
that
bunny
means
outfit.
about
Yeah,
their
that's when we'll
daughters.
really know.
But they're daughters too. But you said son. I assume it's a guy, but I have no way of knowing if it's a guy or not. Okay. Moms always want their children to be happy, so I don't think you have anything to worry about. If your mother is not perfectly, has physical issues, then you should seriously consider getting one of
civilians,
those
get out of the
medic
way. We
alert
don't want to hurt
things,
any
those
civilians.
bracelets or those things they wear
We
around
only
their
want to
neck.
take out the Carogan
God
military.
forbid they have a medical emergency. They just click on that, and you could get a phone call. An ambulance could come, whatever. They don't have to call an ambulance. They can just call you. My cousin actually puts those
Is that
in.
Carogan military
installed
right there? It looks
people.
like it.
They're getting very, very popular, especially with the aging population. And, if you get that, you should both feel safer that nobody's really truly alone. But obviously it's going to be a big change for you. If it's been 30 plus years, it's going to be a big change for you, and it's going to be a big change for your mom. But congratulations, and I wish you the best of luck. Sci-Fi Nation says, Bird of Prey, it's a 4-way now with Nightbreeds. Wow. Hungry Mrs. Firmware is reported Obi-Wan series is canceled. Geeks and Gamers made a video already. Whatever. Hungry Mrs. Mama Prey, what is Gagoots? Yeah, it's a vegetable. Sci-Fi Nation DJ's pimping you. I read that. And Dan 28 Bird of Prey, Lucasfilm has reported canceled the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show. I just don't understand why they would cancel it. I mean, The Mandalorian did well, and it seems like, Star Wars fans, as much as they disliked or didn't love, whatever you want to call it, Rise of Skywalker, most people generally like Mandalorian, and I think that they still had a big future in Star Wars on Disney Plus. So it seems weird that they would cansel it.
Yeah.
Dear Bob, Frank and Freddie is old news. We all want to know about their devotion to each other. We all know about their devotion to each other. Did you hear about Bruce and Barry? I have not heard about Bruce and Barry, and more importantly, I don't care to hear about Bruce and Barry. So, please don't. Dear Bob, please would you help me? I was working in some guy's house, and I decided to cook eggs Benedict and toast for breakfast. I cooked the toast in the traditional manner, which is putting the butter on the bread before putting the bread into the toaster, and everything was going fine. And then they started shouting at me and falsely accused me of switching on the gas, and they threw me out of the house. When my boss heard about this, I was fired, and now I'm living on the streets. I was only doing my job to the best of my ability. You think I have grounds for legal action against the guy with the massive head? Thank you. No, I don't think you have any legal grounds. And yeah, if I'm not denying that might have been to the best of your ability, but if that is to the best of your ability, the company you work for should have prevented you from going to anybody's house and providing help to begin with. So you might have a lawsuit against the company that supposedly trained you, because I would say they failed at training you enough. You might be able to sue them, but I'm pretty sure whoever threw you out of their house for screwing up how you butter and toast bread, that's not gonna, you're not gonna see a dime from that. But yeah, go after the person who employed you to begin with and said that you passed the test, because clearly you did not, or the test was rigged. Dear Bob, I'm afraid you're turning into a Soviet-style dictatorship. Repent, repent, repent. Sign, the Avenging Red Angel. No, we are not a Soviet-style dictatorship. Caroga enjoys numerous freedoms, both of civil rights and economic. So don't worry about it. No fear. No fear.
I agree he was the best drummer as far as Neil from Rush. I absolutely agree he was
guys.
the best.
Dear
best
Bob,
drummer.
breaking news.
Seeing him do when they did
The
Tom
new
Sawyer
duet
and
album
the
is
Power
coming
Windows
out.
concert,
Frank
holy
and
crap,
Freddie
that was
Best Life
great.
live album. Get it while it asks. Your musical coordinator. Fake news. That's simply not happening.
So we got a captain,
Dear Bob,
monitoring
Greg
system,
here.
and the police station.
Alexandro is really into women. Fortunately, broke and owes money. It's okay. Yeah, okay, you got a minute. Sassy's getting her food, so she has to bark to remind
Auntie
Mama
doesn't bark like
Prey
was
that it's
feeding
her
her.
food
She just wags her
and
tail.
nobody else's. Wow. Okay. So fortunately, broke and owes money,
There
so
he
Bob
is.
and I are having fun. However, as a straight man, what would you like to hear or experience from a woman that would turn you on? We don't want to dose him all the time with Viagra just to have fun with the hump. You should get an attractive lady in there, and she will know what to do. And although anything she does will be immediately undone by seeing you and Greg, you and Bob. So honestly, you probably should just keep up with the Viagra. There's nothing better you can do for him. Hopefully, you're paying him a good amount of money.
Hang in there, ground team.
Dear Bob, I've recently made purchase my very first bat left. Any recommendations on an instructor? Well, you could do your first battles. You should video record yourself doing it.
The best guy ever will debut in the
preferably
internet circles.
in a
normal.
garage
Awesome.
or other enclosed
You got a
area
normal can up and
where
running?
you're likely to hit the wall or the ceiling or a light
Took the
bulb.
base, huh?
And
Awesome.
keep that camera recording, and then you can upload that video to YouTube, and it will go viral. And
Nightbreed says
you'll
hi. Yeah, I
get
heard you're
millions of
streaming.
views, and people will auto-tune music to it, and you'll be making money from all the streaming services, all YouTube videos, billions of hits. It's going to be Star Wars guy all over again. So you don't need a partner. Just record yourself playing with your bat left in the garage. Very important the camera sees the entire garage. Dear Sassy, when do you plan on opening bird and alpaca beagle bites in Robot Hell with hooker bots and blackjack? We know what. Forget the bird and alpaca beagle bites and blackjack. We know what. Forget the bird and alpaca beagle bites and blackjack. Where are the hooker bots? Side Bender Bending Rodriguez, which is Bender's actual full name from Futurama. Sassy does not participate in beagle bites. And a reminder, we are not in Robot Hell, aka New Jersey.
Actually, you are.
Dear Bob, this is a letter to inform you that if you continue to push false information, such as the father of your sister, you will be brought before court. This is a case cease and desist order by the law offices of Crane, Poole, and Schmidt. Crane, Poole, and Schmidt wins. Still undefeated, Denny Crane. Well, I can tell you, I've never questioned who the father of Sister O'Prey is. So this is a poorly written cease and desist letter. No, that's what they said. See, they said that I'm providing false information, such as the father of your sister. So no, I've never provided false information. I will stand up in court, and we have proof that Dad O'Prey is the dad of Sister O'Prey.
Shoot.
So I've never said otherwise. So it seems that Denny
Sports
Crane's
Resort.
Mad
I've
Cow
never played any
has
of
gotten
them.
to him, because I assume this was supposed to be a cease and desist letter about saying DJ is the father of Sis O'Prey's baby.
How did I get 3 stars? I didn't even do anything. I'll
Well,
just have to wait.
are you really in a position to know for sure? No. So I think Denny Crane's gotta redo his legal brief. Dear Bob, I really need some advice. I suffer from multiple personality disorders. I recently found many tabs of this site open. After waking up from falling asleep at my computer, I think I may have been writing you as one of my other's personalities. I hope this doesn't continue. A fan. That's fine. Lots of people have multiple personalities and they get along just fine. Just make sure you have a different personality for a different YouTube account for each personality, and subscribe to me with all of them. It's win, 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 win. No matter how many personalities you have, it's a win. So that's all you have to do, and you know, you can live. If you got this far, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Dear Bob, okay, depending on your skills as a Jedi, your weapon would be different colors. That being said, if Frank and Freddy were Jedi, what colors would their double-bladed dildo be? Not Mr. Bunnyman. Well, they wouldn't have a double-bladed dildo, so this is nonsense. Gonna be skipped. Banned. You're banned. Though I can't ban you. Dear Bob, I'm really under a lot of stress. I've always held it in, but I need to talk to someone about my problems. I'm 30. I live with my parents because of how high the cost of living is in my area. I have a dead-end job in retail. I have student debt. My school closed because it had almost all Chinese students. My credit cards have debt. My girlfriend is a Trump hater. My parents plan to move out of state to somewhere better and want me to move with them. I will give you more details soon. A stressed out viewer. Thanks, Bob. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. There are a lot of people your age that still live with their parents.
How does he know what the age of the person is? Does it say? Oh yeah, it says I'm 30.
Dad O'Prey's brother lived with his parents to a similar age, and that was 30 years ago. And depending on the family, it's becoming more common, certainly in the last 20 years, but in some families it was the norm, where adult children lived with the parents until they married and left and got their own places. Now, because it's so expensive to buy a home in major cities, it's extremely difficult. And when people do, like I have a cousin who, you know, got married, but they knew they would never be able to afford a home in Long Island, so they moved to a town in upstate New York and bought a beautiful home for a fraction of the price, and with acres of land in upstate New York.
Family and blood and Doctor Who.
They made new friends.
Is that a recent Doctor Who?
Life goes on.
That'd be why I don't know it.
As for your girlfriend being a Trump hater, a lot of people are Trump haters. You have to. I'm assuming you're not a Trump hater. You might even be a Trump supporter, since you brought that up. Assuming that's a bad thing. So you got to decide what's more important, your girlfriend or your politics. I would imagine you guys could probably work it out, but I could also see that if you guys are so diametrically opposed, then, you know, you might want to nix that now while you're still young enough to find somebody else that believes things more like you do. I honestly don't know. I don't know your situation, but it seems like your most important decision is whether you move with your parents or not. So if you don't move with your parents, I imagine the question is, would your girlfriend be willing to shack up with you if you don't get married and just you guys be able to share an apartment somewhere? I don't know if you two have the money to do it, but it seems like the biggest question you need to be asking. And I do wish you luck. Obviously, without more details, it's hard to say what to do. I would be very cautious about moving in with somebody who you would define as a Trump hater, as one of the few things you've told me. In fact, the only thing you've told me about your girlfriend is that she's a Trump hater. You didn't tell me what if she has a job, what her degree is in, if she went to school at all, her eye color, her hair color, how long have you been together. You haven't even told me that you particularly care for her or any of that. The one thing you describe her as is a Trump hater. So I assume that is a pretty big deal for you. And if it's that big of a deal, you honestly might want to consider rectifying that, because I'm going to tell you, you can still relatively easy to find somebody new at 30. It is much, much harder the older you get. And every year you waste with somebody, if it's not going to pay off into a long-term, relationship, possibly marriage, if you guys have talked about that,
maybe so, but not
really
Kurt.
just wasting each other's time. So hopefully you guys can figure that out. I hope that helps some. Dear Bob, listen to this, bird brains. It's from Nintendo themselves. How do they pronounce it? Mario, not Mario. And since they own the IP, they determine the canon. Putz. From Gary. These are just people who don't know how to pronounce Mario.
And yes, yet another
Okay, I guess
area
they probably shouldn't have
liberated.
played that much of a commercial. 15 seconds. Hopefully it's not too bad. They are all pronouncing
Byrne
it
is
wrong.
spouting out his
that's all I can
propaganda.
say. Mario. It's Mario.
And another one slips away.
Dear Bob, we like your tool. It gives good advice. Oh, thank you. I guess. Dear Bob, I was recently seconded to a small damp stone room. Seconded to a small damp stone room where I have been shackled to the wall. I am fed gruel once a day and given limited access. My captor has been forcing me to create songs for the glory of his nation, but he is never happy with the lyrics. I fear if I do not escape this place soon, he may force me to spend time with him and his harem of she-males. I need to get out of this place. Please, can you help? Well, it sounds like you might be in Kurdistan, because certainly in Caroga, we don't shackle people for creating songs, and we don't have any harem of she-males.
The bird's lying.
So, you could probably, if it's Kurdistani
To
built,
base the propaganda blog guy
you
playing
might
climate change.
feel
I think I've heard
shackled.
that
It
one.
looks like shackles, but it's probably plastic or just, really bad metal, where if you just pull really hard, it will probably just break off the wall, and you'd be able, the door probably doesn't even lock. If you just pull really hard, the shackles will probably come right off the wall, and you can probably just walk out of there in the middle of the night. No one will even notice you're gone. So good luck and Godspeed. You can get the freedom, my friend. Yes, Sassy. Dear Bob, which do you like better? 3 ways or 4 ways? It seems like there's a trap here, but I can't figure out what the trap is. I would say, I guess it depends. There's no definitive answer. It would depend solely. I mean, certainly I could see where I would enjoy 3-way over a 4-way, depending on the people in each. So I would say
turned on your invitation to a Who Pronounces the Worst stream.
no
Not too bad.
specific answer to that question.
But then again, I think Bird would probably win the
further
contest.
details, and it's more possible, considering the people that ask this type of thing are always trying to entrap me. That
Come on,
I
how's
would
that thing not
probably
destroyed?
pass on that all completely. Because people always trying to get me to say something that I'll regret. It's not Mario. Where are we? Oh, 4-way with Night 3. So that's what. Jan 23 is Bird of Prey. Luke, I read that. Sci-Fi says Bird of Prey. Mamo Prey is in the good stream. Lol. Oh. You went to DJ stream? Sci-Fi Nation says Bird of Prey. How did that double Frank and Freddy 4-way feel courtesy of DJ watching Anti-Trekker and Night Breeze watching DJ? I have no idea what's going on. Dan23 says Bird of Prey. Del Arco, aka you, reveals he never had all the answers. There's a lot of novels about what happened,
grumbling and falling
and the
down.
Borg, and possible stories that could have developed. The novels mean nothing. They didn't read the novels. They don't care about the novels. Dan says so creating huge backstory. Nerdrotic with a $25 super chat. Kapla, Nerdrotic. Kapla, I'm honored you're here, and thank you. I Nerdrotic, I was on. See, I'm a Patreon of Nerdrotic. So Nerdrotic does Patreon-only streams. Unfortunately, some of them he does in the middle of the night, my time, so I don't get to watch them until the next morning. So like 2 or 3 nights ago, Nerdrotic did his Patreon-only stream. I was asleep, so when I woke up, I put it on. And during the course of the stream, he listed all of his subscribers for reasons. He was showing people his YouTube, what it looks like to him. And I saw Anti-Trekker, and I saw some other A's, and I saw some C's, but there was like 1 or 2 B's, and I wasn't one of them, and I knew he was subscribed.
Sometimes
at
they're
one point.
weird-looking island.
Now, had I been live on the
speakers,
stream,
so
I
that's
could have
weird.
said, hey, Nerdrotic, you got unsubbed. But I had to wait till I saw him on his next daytime stream. So I sent him a small super chat and said, hey, I think you got unsubbed. And sure enough, he did. So YouTube is, now he admits it could have been his cell phone, and yes, I think that's a big problem with why YouTube would unsub people from a cell phone click. But Mom O'Prey was not only unsubbed, okay, not unsubbed, Mom O'Prey's emails got marked as spam somehow. So Nerdrotic got unsubbed, Mom O'Prey's emails got marked as spam. She found them all in her spam box. And obviously Mom O'Prey didn't mark my emails as spam. So all kinds of weird stuff's going on with YouTube. Even if you are subscribed, you gotta check your spam box. Nerdrotic says, hail, I'm lurking. Hail, Nerdrotic. No problem. And yeah, a bunch unsubbed from me. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, no problem, Nerdrotic. I'm a big fan. I am a big fan. Kapla, and honored that you are here. So this is actually coming down towards the end of the stream. Although we are going to play a game. Yes, Mama Frey. Everybody's YouTube notifications was going to the. Okay, so she's got them out of her spam box. So Dan with his Bird of Prey. Hope the actor doesn't think Star Trek novels are canon. Well, they're not. I mean, I don't. I don't even think he thinks they're canon. Sci-Fi Nation says Bird of Prey, it's Mario. It's not Mario. Mario.
It's
I
Mario,
have people,
Bird.
friends that were called Mario. That's how you pronounce the name. I'm sorry. If you're making a game about Italian plumber, and you're going to tell me that they're naming him Mario, but we pronounce it Mario. No, it doesn't work like that. That's just because, let's face it, the people
all
who
these people
program
invading
Mario and Nintendo
Caroga,
are
and the
from
Carogan
Japan.
dictator doesn't even realize.
So maybe they have a bad translation somewhere, but it doesn't change. I'm not going to not call the guy Mario, right? And again, I defer to the original movie, Mario and Luigi live action movie. I'm sure it was Mario.
I can't believe he's
yes,
using
Hail
that
Gary,
piece of crap movie
indeed.
as his evidence.
So what did Uncle Remus? Uncle Remus says you should get the host from Creature Features on Friday Night Tights. Friday Night Tights, Gary, or Tangella. Very cool. And Nerdrotic says, yes, it's a real good idea. And Nerdrotic says, it's an honor to have you in the Nerdrotic family, my friend. Thank you, Nerdrotic. It is an honor to be in the Nerdrotic family. And of course, Doomcock and Nerdrotic. I've got a little piece. While you're here, I do have a complaint to file, Nerdrotic. And I think you know what it is. Maybe you know. Exozone, Nerdrotic. Exozone. Exozone is my favorite stream of the week. And it's been like 4 weeks now without an Exozone. And it's so trying. I love Exozone. Thursday afternoon, Exozone. And since before the holidays, there's been promises of Exozone, and there's been no Exozone. Now I know next week we've got a real promise that you guys are going to do Exozone, and I understand. Listen, things happen, but please do it. Please do it, Exozone, Nerdrotic. I'm missing it, and I really like those Exozones. Oh, your power went out Thursday for 8 hours. Oh, well, they're trying. You see? It's the government. They know. They're trying to stop the Exozone. They're going to stop it by any way necessary. So maybe you need to broadcast out of a secret location, a Starbucks or a McDonald's, someplace that has Wi-Fi. Yeah, Exozone. Okay, well, the power was out. Can't do much, but just so you know, I'm patiently waiting for the next Exozone. Average says, yeah, where the hell has Exozone been? Yeah, it's. I understand. You know, the Friday Night Tights, huge show for Nerdrotic. He gets 3,000 people there sometimes. The Inquisition, Sunday nights. Get 2,500 people there sometimes. Huge show for him and Doomcock. And Exozone, which is on their secondary channels, you know, if they get 500-600 people, I think that's about average. So I understand Exozone is like the redheaded stepchild of the family, but yeah, it's my favorite. Nerdrotic promises next Thursday. It's okay, Nerdrotic. It rained, or what we call in San Francisco, flushing the toilet. Poop City. Yeah, Nerdrotic lives in Poop City, California. I can't. I mean, it's getting pretty bad in New York City. Now, luckily, I don't go outside all that often, and certainly not to Manhattan. But it's getting pretty bad here too. But yeah, you guys still take the poop capital for now. It's getting worse. Anyway, so what we're gonna do now, guys, and Nerdrotic, if you're interested, you know, by all means, I hope you can join us. We're gonna play a round of Use Your Words, which is a party game, and I think most of us have seen it. I'm gonna start it. Anybody can play. And there's room for 6 people. The first 6 people, well, I'll be the first one, but then 5 others. Whoever gets in. And then if you don't get a space, you can still play by being part of the audience and voting for your favorite answers. So give a minute for me to get this ready. Read more chats. Nerdrotic loves Exozone, but YouTube hates it. I understand. Sassy.
Ah, man.
It's okay.
We are sending tanks to your location.
So I've got to get.
They finally got me.
I've got to do this with this
Did
off
you hear
the
like
screen.
Bird Prey 5 more than you.
Because
Bird Prey
if I
5
put it
said
up
he hated
as
the Rise of
possible,
Carogan.
I will get locked out of my own game. So requesting room. Now to play this, you want to go to Words Game. I will put the link in. wordsgame.lol. So let me put the link into the chat. So you can click on this link as soon as you want to for wordsgame.lol. And then as soon as the code comes up on the screen,
I'm gonna try to get into the game here.
you can enter it to enter in the game.
Grab a web-enabled device like a smartphone, a tablet, or anything with a browser and navigate to www.
Come on. Give me the code, Bird.
Then enter the room code.
Of course, for all I know, I'm running like 10 minutes behind in this stream. Doesn't look like it.
I'm a player. Bird.
Bird, you're supposed to share the freaking code. You
There
can do
we
it.
go. Okay. So now we will put.
Checked out the settings menu yet?
Okay, Z-U-H-Z.
No, actually, I have checked out the settings menu. Yes, I have. Okay, so the room code is Z-U-H-Z. Z-U-H-Z. Go to wordsgame.lol in your browser, and we have room for 5 more people to play, and then we can fill in anybody else after that can be part of the audience. It's basically an unlimited audience size. Okay, so we've got our 6 people. Me, Vile, Nightbreeze, Anti-Tracker, Denny Crane, and Uncle Remus. Okay, so I'm hitting play.
Now, it's time to
Alright, so here we go.
use your words. The glory of the silver screen.
Kapla, Nightbreeze.
You need to hear it,
Kapla.
dude. Turn up the volume.
Sub the title.
Turn up the effing volume.
Okay, so we got to put in
That's missing.
an answer for a subtitled film clip. You're going to see the
Yeah,
subtitle
turn
twice.
up the volume.
Play twice. Now, for our feature presentation.
So be sure to fill in the answer on your device.
Король Александр посмел выступить против нас. Братья рыцари, король Александр посмел выступить против нас.
Okay, so listen up, knights, and then fill in the rest. Now, you want to try to make your answers stick out, that they're not game answers.
You say they're not gay answers?
Because that's the only way you lose.
Thank you, DJ,
lose.
for putting that in the chat, because I can't bring up his chat. Well,
You
I
lose
guess I
points as
can. I
if you
could,
pick an
like-
answer the game created. Now, if you can't think of anything, you can always choose have the game answer for me.
You came up
And then if somebody picks that answer, they lose points and you get
Король
points.
Александр посмел выступить против нас. Братья рыцари, король Александр посмел
Try
выступить
to-
против
yeah, I
нас.
don't-
Leave no turtle standing alive. We will crush our enemies with giant boots.
Король Александр
Caroga will fall.
нас. Братья рыцари, король Александр
I'm stepping down following allegations of misconduct.
Братья рыцари, король Александр
To all Carogan soldiers, I will shoot you myself if you retreat. Never surrender.
рыцари, король Александр
DJ Odyssey is not the father. Uh-huh.
Братья рыцари,
Listen up, knights. Caroga will fall. A lot of words for Caroga will fall.
We always throw in one of our own house answers. When
Okay,
you press
hopefully
the
you
house
can hear
decoy
it better
button,
now.
You get to use one of the house answers for yourself. But watch out. Voting for any house answer will deduct points from your score. So pick your favorite answer. But watch out for house answers.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Hopefully you can hear the game better now. I raised the volume by quite a bit.
Yes,
although the game is silent right now, so there's nothing to hear.
Let's see how you voted.
Better. Okay, good. So Caroga will fall. 2,000 for Anti-Tracker. DJ's not the father. 3,000 for Denny Crane. Really?
That's right.
And 1,000 for Uncle Remus. I didn't get a single point.
Yes, because we know what you put.
Right here and right now. It's extra, extra.
Write a headline for this photo. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh man, this is like the weirdest stream ever.
I might be the last one to enter. Because I changed answers 3 times. I changed answers.
Here's what you wrote.
All right, what do we got?
Sisso Pray Baby finds father wears bunny suit. Berto Prey discovers STD porn. It was the best of times. It was the heat rash of times. A baby bird in the grass is worth 2 in the bed life. Obi-Wan, Disney plus cancel, Disney versus Star Wars. Young bird of prey sees pictures of Frank and Freddy ruined for life. I have to say, I did not have glasses as a kid. Bird of Prey 5's first live stream. I wish.
Now, vote for your favorite answer.
That kid would
Watch
get
out
a
for
lot
house
more.
answers.
That kid would get a lot more viewers than I do.
Ryan Johnson's new movie? No.
Epic Beers is bird before he started
Here's how
storing
you
milk
voted.
under the chair. Oh, that story. That story. Okay, 1,000 for Denny Crane. 2,000 for me. 2,000, 3,000 for Night Breeze. Very cool. Very cool. So I'm on the board with 2,000. Denny Crane's in the lead with 4,000. Night
And
Breeze
now,
has got
the
3,000.
machine that lets you blank.
Man,
yourself.
suffering here.
It's Blank-O-Matic.
Okay, fill in the blank. Taco Bell has tasty food items, but they lost me with the new, and we all know what every answer is going to be. Oh, okay, well, we'll just play into it, and everybody, it's all going to be the same. We're going to have 5 different answers of the same thing. As for what their answer was, Mama Prey, if you're watching, you can see. It has the answer, and then it has whoever gets the points. That's the person who put in that answer.
Here are your answers.
So, Tribble Snack Bites. Okay. Bird o' Prey Bottom Burper Chalupa. Bottom Burper Chalupa. Diarrhea. That sounds like a house answer. Beagle Bites Taco. Beagle Looper Crunchwrap. Poor Sassy. Freddie and Frankie meal. Pink taco featuring Birdo hot sauce.
Vote for your favorite answer now.
You vote for your favorite answer. I don't know. I don't like any of these answers. Okay.
You don't like any answers, so which
Okay.
one did you put, Bird?
So, where we got going on?
Let's see
Very
how you
cool.
voted.
Beagle Looper Crunchwrap is 1,000 for Anti-Tracker. Pink Taco featuring Birdo hot sauce is 1,000 for Vile.
Oh dear,
Diarito
that was a house answer.
is a house answer. Minus 250 for Uncle Remus. I even told you it was a house answer. Birdo Prey Bottom Chalupa is 1,000 for Uncle Remus. Tribble Snack Bites is 2,000 for Denny Crane. And nobody picked Beagle Bites Taco, you sons of bitches. Everybody got points in that round but me.
The magic of cinema is yours to ruin. It's Sub the Title.
We're back to sub the title.
謝ろうと思って。
I must apologize.
お母さんがね、本
For
当に動
what?
物を可愛がるのに
Insert subtitle here.
謝ろうと思って。
DJ.
お母さんがね、本当に動物を可愛がるなら、
Kid must apologize. For what? And he says a few things.
All right, we'll see how this one goes. Mike says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. I think I'm late. Actually, I'm going to be ending this stream momentarily, and I'll start a stream on my channel, on Anti-Trekker in just a little bit after I, get a new drink and use the restroom and stuff, because I've been streaming for quite a while, actually.
Okay. So DJ Odyssey saying he's Denny Crane.
All right, let's see how these came out.
Okay, if you can't think of anything, use the house
Get ready.
decoy.
Here's what you came up with.
謝ろうと思って。
I must apologize. Apologize for
お母
what?
さんがね、
I gave Frank and Freddie Bird's address.
謝ろうと思って。
I must apologize. Apologize
お
for
母
what?
さんがね、
I stole the cookies from the cookie jar. Who, me? Yes, me.
謝ろうと思って。
I must apologize.
お
Apologize
母
for
さんが
what?
ね、
I like the rise of Skywalker.
謝ろうと思って。
I must apologize. Apologize for
お
what?
母さんがね、
I liked Rise of Skywalker and now Nerdrotic won't talk to me.
謝ろうと思って。
I must apologize. Apologize for what? I greenlit Discovery. Oh, that son of a bitch
謝
kid.
ろうと思って。
I must apologize. Apologize
お
for
母さん
what?
がね、
Nurse, who is really, really bad.
謝ろうと思って。
Apologize
お
for
母さんが
what?
ね、
I poked holes in DJ Odyssey's condom.
Vote for your favorite answer now.
Oh no, DJ. DJ is not the father. That's his story and he's sticking to it.
Well, DJ, you're doing pretty good here. I think you're
Let's
way
see
out
how
ahead.
Okay.
you voted, shall we?
Greenlit Discovery, 1,000 for Night Breeze. Liked Rise of Skywalker, 1,000 for me. I gave Frank and Freddie Bird's address, 1,000 for Uncle Remus. Liked Skywalker, and now Nerdrotic won't talk to me. 3,000 for Anti-Trekker. Very good. Very good, Anti-Trekker. So Anti-Trekker and Denny Crane
From
are in the
around
lead.
world and right through your
Tied,
window pane.
6,000 points.
It's extra, extra. Anybody got a broom?
Good night, Dan23. Write a headline for this photo. Oh boy.
Oh man, this is a tough one.
Be nice. Apparently, people are thinking long and hard on this one. So Denny Crane's got 6,000. Vile's got 1,000. I got 3,000. I'm only 3,000 back right now. I can make up 3,000 points in the final round.
Yeah, he can make up 3,000 points.
Nightbreed's got 4,000. Anti-Trigger's got 6,000. So I'm in second to last place. No, I'm either in.
Yes, you're in second to last.
I'm either
place,
in third place or second to last.
You've only got 30 seconds left.
30
so
seconds
wrap it up.
left.
Who didn't answer?
Here's what you wrote.
Have you ever slept with a black man before? Berto Prey has. Wow. Man actually figures out G-spot. It's a house answer. Berto Prey 5 is the real writer for Doctor Who. Freddy did what? It was bigger letters, so I had... Man tells friend the truth about Carogan's orphan food program. I think AOC is the smartest congresswoman ever. Secret of my success, I cosplay as a bunny. He's
Time
a furry.
to vote for your favorite.
It's
Pick
not
a winner.
cosplay as a bunny. You're just a furry. You're just a furry.
Delay is horrible watching you on Bird. I'm sorry, Tom. Well, just you watch it on Bird's channel.
Had to choose. It was a hard one. Nerdrotics is anti-Trekker Who. Pro Raylo is his name now. Yeah. Time to change your name, anti-Trekker.
Here's how you voted.
Okay. Man tells a friend the truth about Carogan Orphan Program. 1,000 for anti-Trekker. 1,000 for Nightbreed. Slept with a black man. 1,000 for Uncle Ramus. 1,000 for Danny Crane. 2,000 for Vile. And again, nobody picks mine.
Of course they don't.
They're cheating. I don't know how, but they're all cheating.
And now, for the latest in
I forget.
obsolete technology, it's Blank-O-Matic.
Freddy did what was mine. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna. Yes. Oh, it's okay. I can take the camera off the game. Let me know when you're ready. Okay.
Never gonna get you up. Never gonna let you down.
Okay. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna fill in the blank. So I am in
Bird should be singing
tied for
these
last
answers.
place now.
Frank got
Tied for last place.
What? That doesn't make sense.
And here's what you came up with.
Talk to you, anti-Trekker, because I hate people who like Rise of Skywalker Nerdrotic. Stop filling that ass, Freddy to Frank. Never gonna let birds sing. Please, God, no. That's fair. Free the Carogan slaves. Never gonna free the Carogan slaves. Let you live down liking the Rise of Skywalker. We know who that's pointed to. Send a link and rickroll you. Give my opinion to Nerdrotic again.
Okay, vote for your favorite answer.
Okay, vote for your favorite. Okay.
Here's how you voted.
Hey, 1,000 for me. 1,000 for Anti-Tricker. 2,000 for Uncle Remus. Now I'm in last place. Oh, Vile's actually in last place. Oh, wow. 2,000 for Denny Crane.
Oh, good job, DJ.
Denny Crane's taking a massive lead. I'm second to last place. Uncle Remus is third. Anti-Tracker, Night Breeze, and Anti-Tracker.
The lightning
Okay, so this is the lightning round. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, why do you ever play this game when I'm home?
Double. You'll be
And Josh Reed says, Blow, we changed the game so you can't cheat.
Turned on. You'll
All
get
right,
90
let's go.
seconds apiece to answer each one. Here's your first prompt.
Name a person. Name a reason to suspect your girlfriend is actually a ghost. Wow. Wow, that's terrible. That is terrible. That is awful.
All right,
Okay,
DJ.
now
I
there's gonna be
think I got a
another
good
question
answer for
after
that
this,
one.
but
That's
it's the
a
final
neurotic
round.
answer. So vote for me, DJ, please.
Right, well, yeah, who is the ghost? Because
Here's
you
your
have a
second
candle,
prompt.
and an Irishman keeps telling you,
Make
I
up a
won't
cartoon
be
character
responsible
Disney
for
would
what
reject.
happened. Make up a cartoon character Disney would reject. Oh, it's like the perfect. It's like the perfect. A cartoon character Disney would reject.
Her breath smells like the grave.
AOC. I think they would have Princess AOC.
Well, on this, both of my answers I have neurotic in them so far. So it should be pretty obvious which ones are mine.
One more.
DJ, I'll vote for you.
One more.
I'll keep
30
you on top. I'll be
seconds.
second.
Here's your third
There
and
we
final
go.
prompt.
Third and
Make
final
it a good
prompt.
one.
Make up an unfortunate baby name. If any of you bastards say Birdo Prey 5 again, I will kick your ass. I don't know how. I don't know how, but I will send Sassy or Mamo Prey or Sisso Prey, even though she's pregnant, and find some way to kick your ass. Okay, we've already had this on other streams. Everybody puts in Birdo Prey 5.
Thank you, Bird, for providing me with the perfect
Yeah, Wesley
answer
already
for
said
that one.
Birdo Prey 5 is the winning answer. We know. We know. Use some creativity, people. Like
Here's what
DJ
you
Odyssey
wrote.
Jr. Survey says, name a reason to suspect your girlfriend is a ghost, and I F her, and she says she doesn't feel anything. Every time I reach out to touch her, she disappears. She always seems to be in the room with me, giving the death stare. More, oh Jesus, on the sheets than usual. She floats above my bed. Oh, that's a pretty good giveaway, like in the original Ghostbusters. Her hands freeze your soul. I wonder if in the new Ghostbusters. Anyway, she is glowing in blue, and Nerdrotic is behind her saying that she sucks.
Vote for your favorite answer.
Wow. She's glowing in blue, and Nerdrotic is behind her saying that she sucks. Huh.
Because she's a force ghost, you idiot. Man, the hardest thing with that is just trying to figure out which one is not a house answer.
Okay.
I'm just going for one that's the one that's the F word in it,
weirdos
just
wrote.
because that doesn't seem like it's a house answer.
Make up a cartoon character. Anything Nerdrotic wants. Oh, that Disney would reject. Nerdrotic, the straight white male. Cartoon character. Disney would reject. Birdo Prey 5. Sexy, sassy, the girlfriend of Birdie the Prey 5. Bugs Bunny. I mean, that's probably a house answer, but it's funny. DJ Odyssey. The Pink Bunny. Yeah. I mean, they didn't say it, but I'm adding it. Danny the Polka Dot Dildo.
Vote for your favorite answer now.
Okay, favorite answer vote. Nerdrotic is accurate.
Get ready. Here's what you came up with.
Okay. Survey says, make up an unfortunate baby name. Joey Opre 5, of course. DJ Odyssey Jr. Oh, somebody did use it. DJ Odyssey Jr. Somebody did use it. DJ Odyssey Opre. Okay. Okay. See, they're not all Bird Opre 5s. Rug Dust. Yeah, if that's ever been a house answer. Michael J. Birdo BOP 5. If any of you bastards say Birdo Prey 5 again, I'll kick your ass, Nerdrotic. Wow. And Birdo Prey 5.
Time to vote for your favorite.
Yeah, I'll bet you would have put me in timeout time. I don't know why, but it switched me to Michael J. Crawford, even though I didn't switch it. I don't know why I did that.
This is where I've got to really shine. I got to win.
I mean, this is where you got to really cheat,
thousands
right,
of
Bert?
points. Points are doubled. Can I get a come from behind victory? It's happened many a times. A reason to defect. She's glowing. 2002. More come on the sheets than usual.
Bird of Prey said that he wouldn't read it. Wow.
Can't feel a thing.
House
2000.
answer.
Son of a bitch. Death Stare 2000. So Uncle Remus. Anti-Trekker's in the lead. Now DJ Odyssey's in the lead. Vinyl Mike's up to 7,000. And oh yes, yes, 1350. I'm in the lead. I'm in the lead. Come on, hold on to that lead. Ah, shit, 1550. It's going to be close. It's going to be neck and neck. 13,000. Yes, yes. Ah, victory.
So
victory again. A come from behind victory.
He cheated again.
For me. From Birdo Prey 5.
And the
Kapla.
winner is you.
I'm not cheating.
The spectators
I'm not
have
cheating.
named the funniest player. You receive the Golden Joker Award.
Anti-Tracker is the
spectators have
funniest
also
player.
named the grossest player.
And
You
the Dirty
receive
Bird
the
Award
Dirty
goes to
Bird Trophy.
Vile.
You
Vile
Dirty Bird,
gets
you.
the Dirty Bird Trophy.
Congratulations. And thanks for playing Use Your Words. Next
All right.
time on Use
So
Your
I am
Words,
going to
more
end
laughs,
this stream
more
because
giggles,
I'm
and more
going to. I need to get
gawk.
ready for my regular stream.
Yeah,
and Anthony's got to go for a
endgame.
walk and everything. So I'll see you guys
Endgame.
shortly. All right. Have a good one.
And let's hope this doesn't freeze. There we go, guys. No, I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat. You've got it. You got it. You see.